Hey guys, how are
Welcome
you?
back. Wow. Right when I unmuted. Welcome
How
to
are you?
another video with
Let's
us at
let's watch this.
NerdTots. Welcome back to another video with us at NerdTots. This is your host, Adontron. That's my brother, the film combatant Angel, with Kim over here. That's Kim.
Hi.
I'm always in the
That's
background, just
Kim.
managing the
Kim is
show.
Kim.
And I don't know why he has those glasses, but he does.
I actually have these glasses because I'm cool like that. No, these are blue blockers. So, as you should know, and a lot of your viewers should know that when we look at the screen, the computer or our laptops or our phones, it does do some damage onto the eyes. So I was thinking, you know what? For watches on a computer screen that I want to take care of my eyes, start taking care of. So I bought these yesterday.
Does it
There you
work?
go.
Are you feeling like your eyes are more protected now?
Well, from her spit, yeah.
I mean,
Really?
I don't know. I'm
do,
just
do,
saying.
do you feel like she's spitting at you?
No, but I'm just saying, like,
I'll start spitting at you now.
There you go.
And your eyes are covered.
because of what the rays, or not the rays, but what comes off the screen. That's what I'm saying. No, it's not
You just
3D.
use an excuse to look all geeky.
There we go. So
You know what? I'm surprised you're vaccinated.
so are you.
What? Yeah.
I'm saying I'm doing stuff to protect myself. That's what I'm saying.
Anyways, so for those who have not seen this movie or who are not familiar with what this movie is, bro, would you like to do the honors of explaining what we're about to venture
Accomplish
into?
here?
Because I was talking to
About
Kim
to
off
be about
camera. She hasn't seen this movie.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't think I have.
well, this is roughly, think of Rocky movies up to Rocky 1, 2, and 3, kind of culminated into one, where instead of boxing, it's martial arts, and instead of individual, it's a group of individuals. What's cool about this story is that it has multiple backstories or multiple stories happening at once. It's not just focused on one character.
Mm-hmm.
You have a team who are, if I'm not mistaken, well, the team of five being selected to represent U.S. against the Korean team,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
and you have there's history with one of the characters of Korea. You have
So
a
they're
person.
like rivalry teams.
It's not rival teams. It's not team versus team. It's an individual, but it's not really about individual in the sense like um, there's a history, like in the sense of they were competing through the ranks. No, it's just something happened in the past, and now it's come to present day. In that fact, you have another character who it's his last chance. It's his last chance to make it because he was big dog. He got injured, and he's trying to make a comeback. You have a coach who's trying to prove that he still has it, or he's being challenged of what his decisions are. So it's like it's his way or I'm out. So you have many factors coming in. Uh, the fight scenes are amazing, except especially the back, not the back, but the last scene. But anyway,
You're going based on
uh,
memory because when was the last time you watched this movie?
several years ago,
And it's
I
probably been
think
longer for
maybe
me. I want to say it's been like 10
right,
years for me at least.
right. But the thing is, like I can still quote some of the lines. I can still remember some of the lines and what happens. I still know the premise. You know,
How many times have you watched it?
probably at least 10.
I would say in his defense, like back in the day before like the internet, when you had to watch things on cable TV, this was one of those movies that you can find on cable TV playing on loop, and you deal with the commercials, and then they also made some sequels after that, and it was the same
Right,
thing. Um,
right.
so for
But
there was a short while where they would do that, and he's not wrong. This is in that era of like where the '80s was going from like, yeah, Karate Kid. You had like Bloodsport, Kickboxer, and they were doing more like tournament martial arts style movies. and this one
But
was like with a different starring set because a lot of the actors were like known for other things rather than martial arts, to my
well,
knowledge.
correct. So, well, we're not going to. For those who don't know, I don't one of the actors, but this is for one a very low budget film.
True.
But you have, you know, A level, B plus level actors in this, and you have some unknowns, of course, but you really have top notch stars in here. Um, I mean, I bought the DVD. So watching on cable wasn't that much. I used to watch it on DVD, and I just you can see the parallels with Rocky. You can see the parallels with Karate Kid, but this is really about family done with a martial arts. Yeah, Ohana, done with a martial arts background. Just like Rocky's more about a love story, not a boxing movie. But
Mm-hmm.
boxing is the vehicle to push that love story and the underdog story.
So, on that note, we do have Will Morris in the house. And
Hey,
he says, now you got to do the blue blockers rap. I don't know what the blue blockers rap is, but there probably is a rap about blue blockers because that.
maybe so. I mean, I may take it off because I have the lights in my freaking eyes. It's probably best just to wear it when I edit.
And then we also have, and sorry if I mispronounce this, Sarek in the house. Always get me emotional and with great sportsmanship. He's
Best of the
probably
best,
talking about
see?
best of the best.
Well, it's very touching at the end, so you may cry.
Well, not to say any spoilers, but there is
Should
like some tissues.
I get some Kleenex? Yeah.
I
some
mean,
tissues.
you got an hour and 30 minutes before that gets to that point. So you may have time.
Yeah, the movie did come out in 1989,
Mm-hmm.
so it was like after the Karate Kid, the height of,
Yeah,
of Rocky.
it was like the turn.
So,
And like in that comparison, like I remember like Jim Cotta, which was like atrociously bad, and
yeah.
this was
but it had some good moments. But yes,
I
you're
don't
right.
remember any.
Atrociously bad. No, it was a good fun. It's a good fun movie. You just gotta like in Jim Cotta. You just gotta believe it. Even though there's one scene where he kicks someone that's like 10 feet away and the guy just falls. He does a kick and the guy just falls. You remember that the backflip?
I remember
his
where
two
he
guys?
finds a pole magically in an alleyway that's wedged between two buildings and uses that as a like a pole vault thing. Okay, so we're getting off topic before we normally do. So everybody, we're using Netflix to view this. In which, if you have Netflix, by all means, go ahead and click into it and get that bad boy ready for best of the best. Which we were surprised that they do have it. I'm gonna try to see if I can screen share it through our Discord as well. If you don't have best of the best, and matter of fact,
And we gotta find a way how to do best of the best too, because that's actually a better quality movie. Not as good as this one, but anyway.
they did have a better budget, if I remember correctly, for
They
that.
did. They had a
too.
higher budget. They had yes, done very well. Then they went 3 and 4, which was like, oh no. We
Yeah,
had 4 or 5 no's with this.
Wow.
it was
Anyway.
more unique in that sense. But anyways, let me do this for those who do not have best of best. I'm gonna just grab the watch party link now that I remember. Not the watch party link. I'm gonna invite people to our Discord because
Okay.
our Discord still lets like up to 100 people join, and then
Wow.
after that, then they're gonna have to like do like a Patreon or something like that.
Mhm.
Hey man, we gotta do what we gotta
Subtitles,
do.
right?
Hmm?
Subtitles on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna take the glasses off because even though I know I look handsome, very Clark Kent, but the glare is hitting. I'm like looking at the
Mm-hmm.
right in front of my face.
All right, there we go. So if you don't have Netflix, we're gonna try screen it through the Discord. Ideally, it'll work, and you can join our Discord in the link I just posted in the chat. But do you have it primed and ready to go, bro?
I do.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
We're ready.
I know I'm ready. I know because every time I go put the arrow down, it shows pictures I don't want her to see.
Fair
Any
enough.
Spoilers. So
Okay. She's gonna have no reference to what they are, though.
I know. I'm like, what?
Anyways, all right. On the count of
wait, you may know them.
Pictures?
No, the people because they're Korean.
no, bro.
Oh my gosh. Really?
Anyways, so as usual, the count of 5. Ready? 5,
Angel shows us
4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2.
1,
1,
go.
go.
All right, and then I'm gonna, as always, keep my subtitles on.
Me too. Taurus Entertainment.
Were there audio on the Taurus Entertainment or no audio?
I don't think I'm not. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I'm not the only one then. Good. I was like, wait a minute. Here it goes.
Here we go. Ooh.
You know, you used to love this movie too, Dennis. Dennis used to love this movie. Was this Taekwondo based?
By the way, everybody, if you're watching this on our Discord and you can't see it, let me know. I can't do both at the same time, where I can see it on my Discord. So just put it in our YouTube chat if it doesn't show for you, because that'll let me know for future reference. And I'm sorry if that's the case. See, training like that still goes on to this day, doesn't it?
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much it does.
All right. Listen to that 80s music.
Now, is this supposed to be in like Detroit? Like the Motor
Yeah,
City?
well, Detroit's, yeah. Camaro. Christopher Penn.
And there's one of our stars. Right? And matter of fact, that's him in the background right there. Philip Ray. Am I saying that right? Look at that lion's
Our dog,
mane.
is it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, baby?
That wasn't our dog, is it?
I don't. That girl's vicious. Saw her?
There's one kid in the middle of the group that was like punching with the wrong hand the entire time.
Right there, you mean? Right there, you just switched?
Yep. Yo, that would never fly in our schools.
You not sure about that? Are you questioning it?
Wilmore said that was kind of a flash dancey opening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's the 80s, yeah.
Because you're the best.
Around.
No one's ever gonna keep you down.
Switched around again.
Yep, there was 2 of them that did it this time.
Mm-hmm.
This was literally the reason why we had mirrors in our dojo.
She's from Flashdance, isn't she?
I don't know. I've never seen Flashdance.
No, bro. Couldn't I wait after the class was done?
Oh yeah, you would have yelled at her.
Yeah, it's like, hello. See another star. This is Nurse Ratchet from One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Foreshadowing.
His shoulder?
I don't know how bad of a shoulder injury would have to be to pull you out like that. I mean, I've dislocated both my shoulders, not at the same time.
Paralyze you?
Well, don't
I mean,
forget.
one thing it would be was like a back injury.
What? Don't forget. Well, she's being paralyzed. She's being over dramatic, like a normal parent.
Mhm.
But he has a pin, so he had a major surgery.
Yeah, that's what she's
That's
talking about. Like he has
That's
actual
sticking.
surgery in his shoulder.
Right. So, and he stopped martial arts. He stopped for two reasons: his son and the death of his wife.
I don't think they announced that part yet, bro.
Yeah.
That's how much
Spoiler?
my brother loves this film that he's forgetting not to give spoilers. The man who swears no spoilers. We have broken him.
You have
Stop!
ruined this
Stop!
for me.
Watch the movie, will you? Damn it!
You ruined
Watch the movie.
it.
Well, then go ahead, leave. Go be with the dogs. Go.
She's like, no.
Kidding
Will Morris says Eric Roberts for best hair in the 80s. Arguably, yes. Look at that
In
mane.
this movie, yeah. Look at it, dude. It's no split ends.
Well, you know, mullets are coming back.
But it's not really a mullet, though.
Is that not a mullet? No, because the mullet had to be like more
thighs.
straight, right?
Shorter on top.
The sides are short.
Mm-hmm.
The top is a little bit short too, and then you have that crap in the back. Crap in the back.
If they were doing Thundercats in the 80s, I would have had him for Lionel. Less makeup. It just have that hair right there.
That boy has been in other movies.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, he looks like it.
He was also in the sequel.
Was he?
In the sequel, yeah, he was in it. What kata's that on? Did you do that kata?
Give me a second. They
Sensei.
barely showed anything.
This guy, he's a renowned world. They both are, but the guy who has the sheet, known for his kicks in the sense of he made books on kicks, how to master them.
Mm. Oh, Sarek says MacGyver had the best hair.
Who?
MacGyver.
That's a mullet. That was a mullet.
Kurt Russell had
And
still
then
has a mullet.
They also say
Yeah.
Richard Dean Anderson also.
Yeah, but see with Kurt Russell, like that fits him. Korea.
We, Dad still has your old boombox.
Of course he does.
Yeah, I think I was in the shed.
Dude, remember him?
Oh,
Vader.
That's Chris Penn. Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm.
he was in Kevin Bacon.
He was in Kevin Bacon.
He was in Kevin Bacon. In?
No,
Kinda
the
weird.
movie with Kevin Bacon, Footloose.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of the same character too.
Yeah, he plays very similar characters a lot of times.
This guy too. He was in the '80s. He was big.
I don't remember him in anything else really.
It was like small roles or whatever, but he was in a lot. That's not Stanley.
I know. Look like him. Ooh.
See, I don't like I. Okay, let's talk about his stance.
Yeah, I like it.
You did karate. I did taekwondo.
I like it. But your style, your fighting in Taekwondo is very similar to karate.
No, yeah,
You're
no,
you're
we had a lot of similarities, and especially my instructor took some key fighting techniques from Japanese karate.
he's the Ralph Macchio and Rocky in this film.
Will Morse will best of the best get the Kim seal of approval, only if she can stay up for it.
You falling asleep already?
No.
No, they're just calling it out. Like that's how they know if it's a Kim approved movie.
That referee is an official. Oh, oh.
So obviously he's the power hitter, right? And
Yeah.
he's the
Oh
that was
yeah.
actually crisp. I like that.
He's legit. Aisha. Talking about hit me in the arm.
What was that?
He's a fighter. He's a fighter. Damn it! I should keep quiet.
I'll put you on mute.
Mm-hmm.
Aisha. This, it's like he's who's the legit people, who's not.
You can easily tell.
Yeah. But don't forget, Chris Penn was also in Fist of the North Star. Remember that? Hey! Oh!
Yes, I do remember him in Fist of the North Star, and
But I'm impressed.
both of them were a lot of actors from this was in Fist of the North Star.
Oh, were they?
Yeah,
I just remember Chris Penn.
Chris Penn and Lionsbane.
Eric Roberts?
Yeah.
He was in Fist of the North Star?
No, he wasn't. It was the other dude. But he had long hair like Eric Roberts does now.
Who's the other dude? The Star?
The South Star.
Oh, I know you're talking about the Italian dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Choosing and training champions. No facts.
And it was funny that the assistant coach, he was in Transformers. He's one of the military personnel. He usually plays the scientist, the little geeky guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Wilmore says Chris Penn is way too method for this movie. See, I don't get why their backs are facing the judges.
It's mainly theatrics.
Okay.
Miami, really? Miami? You would think it would be more like Tennessee or something. I kind of like it though. They're looking forward, and he just LaRusso.
Yep. Represent everybody. Thomas Lee, California. Oh,
It was Oregon, so it wasn't
Oregon.
Detroit.
No, Sony's Detroit, and he's Oregon.
Right. Right. Aries.
Yeah, Angels can't. He can't hold it.
I love this movie. This movie is good. They gave him an Italian name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he could have.
I know. I'm just teasing.
And that's where you get it from.
The yelling or the
Or the shitting.
The shitty.
yeah. That's true. You can't be a functional team if you don't care about each other.
Mm-hmm.
You can work together, but you won't get your
Mm-hmm.
optimal efficiency.
7 a.m. I used to watch this movie, this and Last Dragon. Sometimes I'll watch it before going to school.
See, for me, Last Dragon was the one I would watch like constantly. So
What did that remind you of?
What do you mean?
Getting another person in that they don't want.
Uh, it was political.
Huh?
It's political.
No, Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
hmm, that is a huge frame.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You get he's too excited for the spoilers.
So these two are roommates?
Well, they're leaving, so they're gonna.
Mm-hmm.
floppy disks.
Yep. With the VHS tapes.
Oh.
The Walkman CD player.
Can't believe he's Miami. Was Miami country back then?
I have
In the
no
80s?
idea.
What?
Well, he was talking about earlier, we were doing all this boxing. Like, if you go out, we'll just find chicks with in and out of labia to suit you.
Yeah, I'm gathering he's not a character that has gone on many dates. Why is that thing?
What?
What?
Why is he asking if she's taking?
He's being crassed.
Yeah, that is very clear.
And that's her. That's her again.
So it must have been a number one.
Did it burn you?
It was tea.
Irish coffee.
It was Irish coffee.
Work.
I mean, I guess
Same,
that
that's the same girl who's gonna do. Well, she came up to him. That's the thing.
I guess that's a pickup line that could work. I ruined your dress, but I could be smooth at the same time. Did he bring an entire PC to the bar?
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's his laptop.
The bar slut.
No. She's like Elvira.
Yeah. She looks like reminds me of the girl, the sorceress from Conan. In the first one, he goes to bed.
Oh,
With.
the one that turned to like the demon witch?
Yeah, right. That's what she looked like to me. Nothing. Vodka.
Don't insult the vodka. I love the vodka.
Not tonight. They don't. Buddha. All right, I'm gonna shut up. Shut up.
So Virgil speaking nerd to this girl.
Mm-mm.
Howdy, coach. That guy looks familiar.
You're right. He does. I can't remember though.
Yo, does he play?
But there's one.
Was he
Go
the
ahead.
stuntman who plays Jason Voorhees?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. And you're gonna see a guy here. You'll see this guy who's right there with a cigarette. He suffered from Tourette's. He made a big they made a big story about him. He gets a lot of work done, even though this guy right there. He's in Lethal Weapon and all this stuff too.
Oh, okay.
Impressive. Oh, so good.
Although he did kind of telegraph that a little.
Oh, but still, it's good. Oh,
Yeah, there's night and day difference between who actually has training.
I know. It's so good, so good. What I like about it that you can see it be effective in the real world. That's what I like about it. His fighting.
Mm-hmm.
That too. That too.
Oh.
Sucker punched. Oh. Okay, coach. Coach almost got
That wasn't Coach.
no. Coach blocked, and he blocked with his suitcase, his briefcase, and then tried to hit him. So he got in there a little bit.
Oh no, that was. I want.
That's the assistant coach. That's the
Yes.
assistant coach.
And that's when Coach intervenes. When you're about to mess up his drink, it's like we're done.
Yeah, I was like, well, all right.
I'd be like, who's gonna pay for all the damage?
Hmm. Hmm. I mean, it's a bad rep. It's a U.S. team. They're not. They represent U.S.
Right.
That's a bad. That's a bad.
I guess so. Oh, is she the?
She's the. I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna stop.
Taekwondo. So this is the one thing I forgot about this movie, that this was a karate martial art tournament, and first
Mm-hmm.
for the longest I thought it was a taekwondo martial art tournament, because I remember Korea was being the main opposing team.
No, I think it was more like a. It was meant as U.S. versus Korea.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a tournament. It was set just for this. I guess for what reason I don't know exactly.
Well, I mean, I remember back in the day, and I thought it was like having to do like the Olympics or some like major tournament thing.
Huh? A what?
I thought it was like Olympic challenge or something like that, but
Or maybe like a exhibition?
could be like Miracle. Miracle was an exhibition, right?
No, that was the U.S. team Winter Olympics.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't in Winter Olympics.
So maybe I'm mixing the two.
Maybe. Why are you yelling? Oh, wrong footwear.
He's got a wedgie of a sweatpants.
Shiftless galore.
Now I remember this how like Eric Roberts runs. He runs kind of like Steven Seagal, which is funny as hell. Like his one arm goes like one way, the other arm goes the other way. And Steven Seagal had that. And above the law, his running style was weird.
He's just running.
Huh?
He's just running.
Yeah, but running is hard if you don't do it. And look at their footwear. They're wearing footwear that's not meant to be running for.
They're wearing like wrestling shoes.
Boxing, wrestling shoes, yeah. Mother of Wilson Wade. Imagine. She looks bad now. Today, she looked there. She looked okay. Now she looks bad.
Virgil's like, yes.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys.
Is it nap time?
What? Nap time?
Yeah.
Why?
Of her little speech was kind of like.
Well, he yells.
She's.
She's calm.
They're the yin and yang.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Karate cries. That's the subtitles. Oh shoot! That's the guy from Big Trouble in Little China.
Which
Did you
one?
Did you notice it? The second one in.
Didn't notice. Probably when they pan to him again.
Mm-hmm. It's right behind him. It's right behind the patch guy, James Liu.
Oh, let me see.
He was like, "Hey man, who is this guy from Big Trouble in Little China?"
There you go. I see him.
That's what we're doing tomorrow. Oh,
I'll hold your feet.
yeah.
Ow.
Yes.
I got in that debate
Yeah.
last night. I was hanging out with some friends, and they were talking about, oh yeah, I already taught my kids how to throw a punch. I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah, you just go like this, and like, and they're talking about like how they hit with the full part of their fist. I'm like, no, you're teaching your kid how to break the knuckle. He's
Right.
like, I'm like, you're right in the sense that you told your kid not to hold the fist like this and put the thumb out. That's perfect, but you still want to tell
Or
them
or like this, or hide the thumb.
or hide the thumb.
Ah,
But he's like, you gotta hit with the whole fist,
ah.
and he's like, and that's how you get the maximum hit. I'm like, no, that's how you break a knuckle.
That's how you
And then
break.
I told him to hit
Yeah.
with the first two knuckles. He's like, no, you're gonna break those. I'm like, bro, I can guarantee you, your kid's gonna break their hand if they hit something hard and they hit the way you're telling them.
Now, right now, I bet that person never boxed or never sparred.
No, I'm sure they've had fights, but not like, it's different
Not
when
trained.
not trained,
Not
trained fights. There's a difference though,
Yeah.
because you could throw a punch like that and you may never break, but that's just like by the luck of it. But if you hit, the likelihood of you breaking is much higher, unless you're doing it properly.
And apparently, they never saw Karate Kid with Miyagi.
Break this center block,
Bottom one.
Dimbok. It's like everybody just waits.
This is hot. This is hot.
Yeah, that's not easy.
No, they hit it and the snow falls. That's so hot. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Open up a laundry. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
That is.
And the funny thing is, like, his character is like the one character that could probably kick everybody's ass there.
But still, it's just like he sets it up. It was like
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't get the irony or the ignorance.
See, I don't know about like the karate style, like when they do stuff like that, but I remember that in Taekwondo.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you gotta take it for granted. Take it for not granted, but a lot of the stuff is done for theatrics.
This is true. This is true.
But these guys here on the Korean team, they're all legit martial artists.
Yeah. But I also remember like a lot of times you'll see like karate schools, and I say karate like this because people will just associate karate for any kind of Asian martial art. And you get in there and they're like, oh yeah, we teach Taekwondo, or we teach like this and we teach this. And they're like, and me, I'm like, so you're not real karate. He's like, no, I'll talk to the instructor. And they're like, no, we just
Right.
use that so people know what we're doing.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, on here, the Koreans here are not all Korean. You have some Chinese. You have some Korean.
Yeah.
So you're trying to say we all look alike?
No, this. That's not what I said. It's what they hired. This guy right here, he's
Yeah.
Chinese.
I know.
James Liu.
Yeah. She's just making fun
Trying
of
to
it.
start something. She's trying to make start.
Daehan.
He looks older.
He's lived a rough life.
Oh, that was weird.
They're actually brothers. In real life. Him and the lead.
Really?
Oh, him?
Yeah, they're brothers.
Oh.
But the other one, the one with the patch, Simon Ree, that's Philip Ree. He does a lot. You see him like he'll still do movies today and stuff like that, stunt work and stuff like that. So. And the father they're showing right there, he's Japanese. Her. Oh no, it's not him.
Oh, so this is the backstory.
Yeah.
Flashback. I've seen some full contact taekwondo. Dangerous.
Oh yeah, no, it's legit. Like the
Vicious.
full contact taekwondo. But I also
No
seen
gear, no gear.
yeah, but that's I would say on par with like full contact karate. I've witnessed that too, and they take some hard hits just the same. I think you had a video that you left behind one time where it was showing like old school full contact karate.
I think so.
Yeah.
Here's the Rocky training moment.
Every good like sports film has a good montage film moment.
You see Chris Bendo. Chris Ben's wearing a heavy belt. That is hard to do. That is fucking hard to do. Terrible. Oh my god. Oh jeez.
I mean, I feel less bad now about my technique on that.
High reps, guys. High reps.
It's like finish him. It's like Darth Vader. Finish him. That'd be hilarious, actually. Wait, is he wearing a like a leather jacket?
Remember? No, it's like a members only jacket. Something like that. No, it's not leather. I think it's more like to help sweat.
Oh, but with a pop collar?
Stylized. Theatrics. Some might call it fan service.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they found the footage of his father.
No, his brother.
Was it his
That was
brother?
his brother.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like, say, you and me. We're 12 years apart. So, and I was in a tournament and then that happened.
Mm.
Oh, they're gonna get it on.
Huh? They're going to get it on?
You can't say no to that lion's mane. No, I would
Come on,
definitely.
they're brothers.
The best
They're
of the
brothers.
best song
don't,
is.
don't make us so homo. Well, maybe it is. Maybe underlining.
The best of the best song, I agree, is not. I can't compare it to Eye of the Tiger. It's not on the same level.
No, can't at all.
Yep, he's definitely from Big Trouble in Little China.
Mhm.
Wait, how is that training? When he was on
I have
his
no
back?
idea. On his back?
Yeah.
That's his abs. That's
No,
for his abs. He's doing
Yeah,
sit-ups.
but he was wrapped around another guy, wasn't he?
No. No, the guy was holding him, yeah.
Yeah.
But the guy holding him was a trainer.
Yeah. Well,
Was not another fighter.
they had other equipment to do that, though. And that's
Go ahead,
not
Travis.
that's not how you do the speed bag, though, right?
There's more than one way.
Okay.
You stab, punch, punch, stab, punch, punch, stab, punch, punch, stab.
But he was doing more like jab, jab.
I know, but he was doing this, but it's not wrong. You can do this way. You can ice pick,
Okay.
ice pick, boom, punch, switch, punch, stab, ice pick. It's more like chi, but okay. He's not wrong.
I mean, Chris Penn's character is more like the annoying, somewhat comical character.
Right.
I know you wish there was waterfalls here.
Not really, because it's damn cold. I've tried it once.
Wasn't that in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, you remember El Junque. I did it at El Junque. I was trying it. I was like, oh my god, it's cold. I got right.
I was swimming in that water. It was fantastic for me, but my bro doesn't like the cold. Not much body fat.
Well, there you go. I was gonna say someone was carrying less than others.
I had more on me, so it's like a polar bear just went in there. I'm like, ooh, it's
But I don't think
refreshing.
I went in the water too, but I don't think you did the waterfall.
I don't remember
I don't
if I
think you
actually.
did that.
I think I swam underneath it. I just didn't go like stand there.
Yeah, I tried it. Yes, it's a little different than bathing in it.
God, he's so annoying.
What the hell is wrong with you, man? He looked like his sister right there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what his sister looks like.
It's Julia Roberts.
Oh my god, yes.
He had a jacket. How did he get that? He had a jacket. He had a jacket for him.
Hmm.
If they rescored this movie, it would be a lot better. I think so.
See, this scene is touching Kim right there. She's having some emotional.
She's trying not to laugh. She's so rude and mean like that. Oh
Don't,
shit!
don't be mad.
What? Are you breaking the chair?
Yeah, I took it out.
There's an emotional moment. You're messing with the chair.
Yeah, sorry guys. I got distracted. Okay. I crushed myself. Sorry guys. No, but so this musical score here is very low. Like it's cheesy. It was updated or better, or probably bring it even more emotional. Ew.
Will Morris is like, kid in a coma? Plot twisted.
Plot twister or plot thickens.
You can go either way. So we're going to a tournament. We don't need a pacifist.
We already have one. It's the Buddha.
She checked his pulse. mean, that's accurate.
Mortal Kombat.
Kiss him.
I can see your point. I can see your point. I see he has brothers, but I can see what you're saying.
So are they keeping him on as an alternate now?
No, they're both off the team. No, he quit.
He's quitting.
The other guy's back. Right, he quit. Eric Roberts' character is out, and that's a sick bike.
Is that Eric Roberts' bicycle in the back? No, motorcycle in the background too.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I want that jacket. I always like that jacket. No, I just like it because it's maybe it's cool. It's cool. The kicking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Very thin file.
He gives it to him, but like, he didn't get this from me.
But you got it right.
yeah. Get that thing that I didn't give you.
This definitely needs a major score update, musical score update. It's like those church evangelist groups that do the music.
Really?
You ever hear it? They're like really bad, but they think they're good.
I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been to church in like forever. Like
You
it
don't
was
have
like
to
a
go to
it was
church
like a
for that.
wedding.
It's on television. Like
I don't watch that
evangelist.
stuff.
Come on, you know you do. Someone's fired.
Because Tommy's the only good one.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's true.
I understand where he's coming from. But okay, that makes no sense.
I agree.
They should have edited that out then. That part
with the video.
of him watching the video, like as if he didn't know, but he knew.
Yeah. Well,
unless he didn't know they were brothers. Just had the same last name.
Yeah.
Well, no, but they showed like where the mother. He might have not seen where the mother.
no. If he was the coach, he was there.
He was there. He would have saw everything.
But like, it's one of two things. Either A, like we said, they could have cut that because it was not necessary. It made it look like it was the first time he saw it.
Right.
Or B, like he's just reacting that way because he just put the 2 and 2 together. Or I'm going with option 3. He lied. Mm-hmm. He said I was there to get her off his ass.
This is important.
Mm-hmm.
How come I said 2000? Well, 2000 is right. That's correct.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's military time.
I know, but still. But I just read 2000. I was like, oh. I'm surprised it's still there.
I know. I'm like, why is he still there?
I don't get
He
that.
didn't go anywhere.
I know. He never left. This was not needed either.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't get that moment.
Some of the editing was that scene was not needed either. Just like when we dropped this ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I feel for your pain, kid.
Wow, slow mo. Who directed this? Was it John Woo? A lot of slow motion.
There's no doves in the background, so it's not.
No. See what like me. See with me, I would have just kept the ice cream.
Yeah, but you would have laughed. You'd been, ha ha ha, you dropped your ice cream.
And I would not have gotten it.
No, this this was facts.
I was such a dick.
In fact, he would have been like, see, if you held on to it, you wouldn't have dropped it.
Lessons.
That is definitely
life lessons.
Life lessons.
Life lessons. Mom would have bought him too.
That's not true. She would not.
But she would have ate one?
No, she would have here, both hands. So now if you drop one, you have to have another.
It wasn't like that.
I'm kidding. It'll be one vanilla, one chocolate.
2 scoops, one on top of the other. Thank you.
What was that?
2 scoops. 1 vanilla, 1 chocolate on top of each other. They never really had a truly good bonding moment in this movie.
That's right there.
It was there. The bonding happened like
Off screen.
Well, no, in the sense where the 3 came to the coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he wasn't there for that. It was just him acknowledging that they need Tommy for the competition. He still could have been just as racist when Tommy came back. He's just like, we're not going to win without you.
But still, that's where you put your racist. You can still be racist and still know that you need a team. But there's definitely a bond between Tommy and
Travis.
Travis. No, not Travis. Is it Travis? Who Eric Roberts' character is?
Oh, I forget.
Yeah.
They didn't even bother translating.
Nope. He's all Choi. Or Chong. That's the translation right there. That's a very 80s haircut.
Mm-hmm.
There's a timeline. I don't think that was the name of the original movie. I can't remember. I gotta look it up.
No, I was looking. There was it was like Tiger Claws or Tiger something. There was a different title. It was supposed to be part of a series of films. Because I when I was searching for it, I wonder if I still have that up.
It's probably under IMDb.
Yeah. So
this scene is hot.
When I was looking
this
for like an image of Best of the Best, a lot of clips were showing Karate Tiger 4. I mean, I'm wondering if that may
there's I think on Netflix there's also Paper Tiger, which people are raving about. No, I know.
I saw a trailer to it. It looks decent.
Yeah. Just Detroit playing Oregon, Portland, Oregon. I mean, I love the costumes here. I love the uniforms they use. Because it's supposed to be like it's supposed to be armor, like protection, like in the front, but it looks very like kendo-ish.
Yeah.
And how did they get there?
They took a plane.
But he was just in the hospital.
Oh, he recovered fine. It was only like 2 days.
But I also think too is like it was like 3 days when the kid got into a coma. It was 3 days. It takes time to fly. It takes time to.
Well, no, they said
acclimate to the.
They said the flight was in 3 days. When the kid went into the coma, it was 3 days before they had the flight. So all that stuff.
Right, I'm saying that, but I'm saying it takes time to also to accommodate to the travel, because get used to the time zones and like that. So there's probably not like 3 days and they land and fight. They're probably 3 days and another 5 days.
I like the white uniforms better.
Oh, the white uniforms are cool too. But I'm just saying it's how it's set up. And I like the forearms. It is reminiscent to Kendo. It's also reminiscent to Enter the Dragon.
Yes.
In the opening scene.
The one thing that I do find is the Travis character still wearing the cowboy hat in the ring.
Disrespectful.
Is extremely disrespectful. No matter what dojo you're in or whatever, that should be like the one thing. By that time he's at that tournament, that should be the one thing that should be off.
Right, but it's theatrics, so you have to give it to that. But yeah, you're right.
I get that.
What I also find it funny is it done by weight? Because Travis is heavy as hell, and the guy he's fighting is not. Like if he fought James Liu,
yeah,
it would make more sense because James Liu was a bigger dude.
Oh, the one guy didn't bow.
Yeah, Daehan. Because he knows who it is.
But I will say this. Like I've seen some tournaments where the weight is not as divisioned out.
Right, we've done that too in tournaments. You just fight.
Especially this is like inter-school tournaments. Thank you, but he does need medical attention. Just saying, the kid just got out of a coma. Literally,
yeah, that's what I'm like.
literally in the last 3 days, he just got out of a coma.
And did he have like a cast on his leg and
Cast
on his
has it.
arm?
He still has a cast on his leg and his arm.
Still has he had the
Okay.
crutches.
Granted,
They had the crutches there.
He has one crutch. I don't know how he's managing with 2 broken limbs. He should be in a wheelchair.
He has 2 broken, his arm and
Yeah,
his arm
And his leg. And it was like both on the same side, I want to say.
He should be in a wheelchair then.
That's what your brother just said.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if Sonny got better.
Nope.
The scorekeeper in the glasses.
Yep. Well, that's very like old school tournament. They will have scorekeepers with the flags like that.
That in the Olympics, the
Yep.
kumite and the
Yeah, no, but he had like freaking like
But
big eye glasses on.
But the thing is, like, you'll have like 2 or 3 judges. No, it's usually 3 judges, so that you don't end up with ties.
Ooh. Oh. Hey, that's behind the head.
That was in the back of the neck, really.
Back of the neck. It's probably the guy. They've been fighting.
All right, let's see.
You can't do that, can you?
It depends on the tournament guidelines. There are
looks like-
tournaments where you can do like close combat grapple, but it did seem a little bit underhanded.
Oh. That's not him.
Yeah, that's someone else. Hmm.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm. Yo, spin back fist is a very effective though.
What did he say?
Come on, you son of a bitch. Up.
No, that wasn't where they booed him. They booed him because he said, "Come on, Kimchi."
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And coach is laughing.
Kimchi. Hey, that's your name.
Is he gonna break any?
The thing is, I don't know why they chose that, but
Well, because there's a draw, so it's just rather than do another.
no, I'm just saying I'm saying why is he doing by punch instead of like chop?
It's
See, it was off.
yeah,
It was off. And theatrics, I know.
yeah.
I know. He hit it off way too. It was
Yeah,
a solid hit.
Is he gonna go all the way through?
he's going to chop.
He's doing a ridge hand.
Yeah. Something called the ridge hand.
It's called the ridge hand. That's what it's not, I know, right?
That's a good
yeah.
hit.
Yep.
You could tell that it was like,
Granted, he would have broken his thumb if those real bricks
Yeah.
or real concrete. He would have broken his hand.
you could tell
like
that
this.
was like fake concrete.
I'll tell you. Number 4. It's like insulting. It's insulting him. It's like
Like he looked like he was about to cry. Like, why are you counting them for? Poor Chris Penn.
I just find it funny. Like, what are you counting them for?
The funny thing is, if you rewatch how he broke those that first set of bricks, or technically they're cap blocks, but when you first hit them, there was 4, not 3, but it was 3 that stayed, and one of them fell off, and they just left it off.
Probably broke when it landed.
That shouldn't count though.
No, I'm just saying.
Mhm.
It breaks the brakes. Yeah.
But no, he's not. Is he wearing it?
The cast is off too now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing Reiki. Your ass. I like his stance. It's different. It's kind of reminiscent to Karate Kid too, though. But Alex, here you go. You, Travis, like that. That was bad.
See, but he left that arm completely down.
I know. It's like
So it makes it look like his arm is completely handicapped, that he doesn't use it.
right,
Yeah.
or he just has it in reserve. See, that was nice.
Yeah.
That was nice.
But
That was a nice.
you can keep your arm in
combo.
reserve, like without keeping
I
it
know.
down.
No, I know, but he can see it. Like, but if you notice, like, or if you remember, like when he was running, whatever, the arm is always down.
Yeah, but I've
He's
literally
literally-
dislocated my arm, and within the week I was fighting again, and I've just kept it completely back, but I was always defensive with it.
Back knuckle,
Mm-hmm.
back fist, but okay. Grady, that's Alex Grady. I thought it was Grady. Ah, la, la! What are they saying, babe?
Ah!
That's what I thought. His ears are bleeding. It's a shame there's no subtitles on this. Been cool to hear or read.
I honestly don't know if they're actually speaking Korean at this stage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there are. Well,
No, because like a lot of them are just like, it sounds like they're just yelling,
Mm-hmm.
and we've
No,
already
but-
established some of these portrayals and
different.
actors are not actually Korean. So
Yeah, but come on, I don't want to hear that because
no, I'm just saying, like, you can have people that aren't there, that
Yeah,
from
but-
there that don't speak that speak the language. But
Yeah, but the
again,
coach-
I don't trust this movie.
but the coach is Korean. He's Korean, so the
That
person
doesn't mean
listening
he
doesn't
speaks
ha-
Kim, do you speak Korean?
No.
Exactly.
Oh my
I'm
god!
using that as
the
an
guy is
example.
from Korea. The guy is from he's. Oh my god. Oh my god! He's not American. He's Korean.
Oh, he's actually from
First
Korea.
language. Yes. His first language is Korean.
Oh,
Oh!
certificate!
Ah!
His
Sorry for
shoulder.
people who are listening with their headphones on. Your ears are bleeding now, like these characters.
Oh.
You believe that injury. You believe it. That reaction is as if he actually did do it. Papa Tommy. Pop it, Tommy. Tommy.
So like that's the thing. Like I dislocated my shoulder, and I've seen a dislocation, so
Oh,
it's possible where it could lock up like that. But like my dislocation, it did not lock up. It was more loose and dangling. And then
Dude, how can you not believe the pain he's going through? No, but still, you get like, come on.
I don't know. It's just. Oh.
so here's the thing about that. Just for if you put the dislocation back in place, it can be a not as painful experience, but there's two factors to take in consideration. He still has that bolt from the surgery, and secondly, if it's being like forced back into place and like not professionally, there's a high likelihood you could hit a nerve, and I've had that nerve hit, and it shoots pain
Hurts.
through your body like you don't believe. Like it just like radiates pain. So the first time I dislocated
Oh
my
my
shoulder, my instructor tried putting it back in. And he was just trying to figure out where the bone rolled to, and he hit the nerve, and I did yell in pain. It was ridiculous.
That's like that was like a Karate Kid moment.
Well,
It
yeah.
was, yeah.
All the way from like when he hurt his shoulder, all the way to the kick.
Well, this is a combination, and don't forget, Karate Kid is another Rocky type of
I
story.
know, but they just basically took that whole scene.
Well, yeah. Well, don't forget, his stance was almost like also like the crane technique.
Yeah. It's like you could do this side by side.
Will be different, but same.
Yeah.
I mean, Danny had a busted knee. This guy had a busted shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
This is some of the best fight scenes right here.
I mean, both of these guys are
American.
actually trained.
Oh yeah, they're brothers.
That-
Like I said.
I mean,
and they're
that doesn't
legit.
mean they're both trained, but they're legit
They're
brothers.
they both teach.
Mm-hmm.
See, he says speaking Korean. See,
I'm just saying, like, I would love to see like the actual translation.
oh, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Maybe,
And
maybe
I'm
in the,
wondering
maybe
if
in
they
the
didn't.
DVD.
A lot of times they
Maybe
keep
in
the
a DVD.
subtitles the same if they go from Netflix, like from DVD to Netflix. But I'm wondering if, like,
I'll test it out since I have it.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. I was like, because they have a mixed cast, I'm wondering if they like some of them did and some of them didn't speak Korean. Is what I'm saying.
It doesn't.
It
matter if
matters.
they
It
have,
does
It doesn't.
matter.
No, it doesn't. You don't have to understand Korean to hear it. It's the one that has to speak it.
You
And
don't-
the Koreans
you
can tell the Chinese.
That made no sense. That's like you don't
Not
have to
just-
speak English to hear it.
Right? No. Like, okay, if I speak English to you, and then it says, "I need you to do this," that means you're acting like you can understand what I'm saying. But
That's
you
a
don't
nice
have to
kick.
understand it. That was a nice kick, but you don't have to. Never mind. I'll go back into it later. But oh, Papa.
Okay, that's good. Will Morris, down goes Grady. I think Will's like that's because he has a little bit of a delay because of our line stream.
Oh,
That's okay.
oh.
See,
Oh, yeah.
Taekwondo. I'm just saying.
What the?
The entire time they were saying karate, and now they say Taekwondo.
Well, Taekwondo is karate in a way, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, that was cool.
I did something like that one time fighting, and it was like, I'm like, I wish someone was recording that. It was a great moment.
Oh,
That looked good.
that face. Come on. This is all right.
Oh,
Mm,
Nice.
That's good.
Toilet seat, Tommy.
I wonder how much of this they actually choreographed versus like.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh, and the groin.
I think, well, for them,
See, karate.
you could say it's choreography or freestyle.
Yeah.
Because these guys are brothers and they probably have done a lot of stuff, so they probably did like rehearsals, stuff like that. They're probably doing stuff they practice in their backyard. You know. No water.
Yeah, what was he doing with this?
Trying to loosen them up, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to look busy. That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to look important. Oh!
Mm.
Didn't see it. Wouldn't see it.
Yeah, that was another thing I remember back doing tournaments. Sometimes there'll be hits, and you know the ref is looking the other way.
Oh no! Or sometimes they're looking right at it, and they're like,
Mhm.
"I didn't see it."
Oh yeah, and that would go for the judges too,
Nice.
because I'll be fighting.
Hey,
That was a good hit,
3 kick.
but it only counts for 1 point.
True, but still 3 kick combo. Straight up boxing.
Ooh.
Straight up boxing on that one.
I mean, if it works.
Oh, I love this.
Ooh.
Ugh. Ugh.
So nice.
This could be it. Doesn't Joe Rogan say that?
No, he says, "Oh my goodness."
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
Why is his one eye like?
He's always had
Messed
that.
up, honey.
Like he had an eye patch on.
You got the eye patch, honey. You knocked it
Oh,
off.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Knock it
Okay.
down. Have you not been watching the movie with us?
I forgot.
You just had it on.
Will Moore's coming in about talking about the illegal hit. He's like, "Nut shot for the win."
Oh, he's way behind.
Yeah, but that's the live stream. Like I have it for a semi delay just because of quality, so it comes in like that. I don't know how to. I have to ask my friend how to make it more less delay without interfering with the quality. He didn't even get to use his powerful kick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what he was gonna do. You saw him pivoting his feet like he did in the training.
Yeah, and they're like, he's gonna kill him."
Coach, he's gonna kill him. Coach,
Stop him.
Coach, he's gonna kill him. Well, this ref sucked.
Yeah,
Allowed 2 illegal kicks, 2 illegal hits.
but that's what I was gonna say. Like I've been in tournaments where I've looked around and I've been like, that judge, that referee, that judge, they're all from this guy's same school.
Right there, yeah, that happens. Yeah.
and they're supposed to be unbiased, but then you're fighting and you're like, yo.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. I know.
And it sucks because it's not like they bring in judges from like third parties a lot of times.
Yeah, if they're hosting the tournament, right. If
Mm-hmm.
they're hosting the tournament, it would not.
Not to say that they're all like that, but it happens.
So wait, USA didn't win?
No,
No, honey.
they were losing bad.
Are you okay? You all right?
And like remember,
They lost
like
by 1 point.
the
They lost
Travis,
by 1 point.
like the first the first two matches were definite losses. Travis lost because of the bricks, and it's a point based tournament, but so
But the points carry over. The points carry over into the next round, so it's accumulative.
Yeah, so really they could have been fine if like Tommy got an extra
Why is he
point.
walking like me?
Because
He's walking like me.
because he got that extra kick into the knee.
I know. I'm teasing.
Oh my God, Eric Robert, he's just so emotional.
Well, yeah, because they lost the tournament.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah,
but he's
he's-
over there
he's-
like
he's
about
seen-
ready to burst into tears.
Even though I killed him.
I mean, it's only been like 15 years, 20 years since then.
About that, yeah. Your brother crying too? But yeah, he's really crying. Oh, yeah, he's in pain too.
Yeah.
The adrenaline has calmed down, so he's like, "Fuck, this hurts."
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
Well, like the Daehan character knew like he could have been killed at any moment.
Well, yeah.
Like he was literally standing there, passed out. Know everything about you.
Well, he knows where he lives. He knows about the wife. He knows about the son. See, 2 crutches.
Wait, but how's the kid gonna hold it with one broken arm?
That cast. The cast came off. That's what he said, right? Yeah, he was clapping with the. See, no cast.
That's the fastest recovery. I'm just saying.
I'm telling you, he practiced Reiki.
Morris agrees with us. Team USA kind of got its ass kicked. Kind of true.
Yeah, but what it, I like these medals. These medals are like, I got these medals. I have those medals. How really? So they put a Korean girl as a picture for the next
The chair.
to watch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How racist! How racist that is. Well, no, it's because anyway, it's produced by a white woman and all that stuff. Anyway. All right.
Alrighty. Wow.
Considering that, like all that was done, there's only like 7 stunt actors.
Well, it was very close knit.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the tournament, you have
Yeah.
the bar scene, you have the bar scene, like I said, and then you have the other tournament, the last one. So the stunts is very limited in the sense of people because they could just rehash them. You know, put a mustache, put a wig, put a hat on. you could be someone else. So stunt work is very limited.
Well, I definitely have. I know I haven't seen that, so that would.
All right. Well, let's ask you, because we know how Angel feels about this.
We all
this is
know
your
how
first-
Angel feels about this. You might have a little bit of a bias. I'm just gonna say.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, okay. That's why I'm asking. I want Kim to go first because she hasn't seen it. She never saw it.
Not because she's a lady and that's the chivalrous thing to do.
No, of course not. And you know, she probably saw one of her relatives there. And
Wow.
So I was just wondering.
Jesus, bro.
He's just full of it. He likes to talk shit about my people.
No, just about you.
By the way, Zoe says now the party can begin.
Oh, Zoe,
She
where's
came.
been?
She came in. I don't know if she came in at the end of the movie.
Wow.
Granted,
we did start early.
we did start our early. In her defense, we started like about 45 minutes or an hour early than what we usually would do.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
But anyway,
but yes, let's go into Kim's response and act.
now granted, it's dated. It's from 1989. There are some.
Cheesiness.
Stop trying to
cheesiness or
defend the movie for her before she
No,
gets
no.
judgment.
No. I'm just saying no, because there's just some things to consider. Because we did see "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker," and that's also a dated movie. This is a dated movie, so anyway.
Which is the funny thing is I hadn't seen I'm Gonna Get You Sucker or this one. So
Oh, you never saw that one either?
No.
That was the first time for you too.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow, I
both
didn't know
shows, this is like the first time I've seen them. Now, granted, okay, like you were saying that probably if I saw it back when it first came out, I would probably been like all in love with it. I'd probably been like, oh, Eric Roberts, he's my, oh, I have a crush, whatever kind of thing. And I did have a crush on Eric Roberts at one point, but this movie kind of like deterred it now.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, so this retracted your crush on Eric Roberts back in the day?
yeah.
Why? Is it because his hair or his overacting?
He's
or...
overacting.
Oh, I liked it.
Yeah, because I remember him in that one movie where he plays the killer of the Playboy.
Oh, that's dark.
Yeah,
that came.
yeah.
That was before this.
Yeah, yeah.
Star 80.
Star 80, yeah. So I saw that's the first movie that I saw him in and everything. So, but anyways, no, I mean it was the movie was very entertaining. Now, the music score, like Angel was saying, was very very outdated, and that brought in a lot more cheesiness to it. And so, like if we could have like put in like some other recent type.
Well, not that had to
Music
be
to
not
fill
that
it
had to be
in.
recent, but it was like, unlike Rocky, where you hear the music on the movie, but you also hear it on the radio station.
Yeah, and
So
yeah,
it was like it was current of the time. Rocky's
But
music was like
Correct
of
me
the
if I'm
time.
wrong. The really popular music of Rocky was not in Rocky 1. The popular music for Rocky that everybody remembers is in Rocky 2.
Eye of the Tiger.
3. It's 3. Rocky. No,
Yeah,
Rocky 3.
I heard the Tiger was in 2.
No, Rocky 3. Clubber Lang.
Really?
Eye of the Tiger. Yeah.
Okay. But
there's
Kim,
another one-
continue with your diagnostic of the movie, please.
So yeah, so the music, they could have done. The music didn't hold up. The acting, some acting was pretty good. Overall, I give it like a C. Now the fighting scenes, those held up really good. The fighting scenes, I thought the fighting scenes were really good. They're better than some fighting scenes that you see now.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. So, I mean, overall, I was, it kept me awake. I was entertained.
Granted, we did take a nap today. We took a hard nap after our cheat day meal, so
Yeah.
we were fresh.
The only thing that I was
Oh my
lacking
God.
was like usually like these type of movies have like a love interest, or there's that
Thank
that
God it
romance type storyline and everything. That's the one thing that this movie didn't have.
And it shows, in my opinion, It's not needed. It wasn't needed.
No, obviously not. No.
Although Kim was kind of shipping, you know,
The homophobic relationship. The
Well,
homophobic.
yeah,
it wasn't
because the one
homophobic.
scene
She was
where
she was
he
supporting
no,
it.
no. I meant homoerotic or
That would be the better
when
term.
Eric Roberts was behind him and he was like massaging his shoulders. It was kind of like that was kind of.
He wasn't massaging his shoulder. He was doing this.
No, is
Or
that
he-
not
he-
massaging shoulder?
No, this is massaging.
That's what he was
He,
doing.
Oh,
was
he-
like,
he-
it's okay, buddy.
He was like,
It's okay.
he was like, you
No,
saw his fingers.
But that, but
You-
just for definition,
you
that's what shipping is when you take two characters that probably aren't and you're putting them in a relationship. That's what the term is for shipping. It doesn't matter
Oh.
what gender they are. But so she was shipping those two characters, and I can see why.
Right.
There are
No, and I agree. I
And
can
you
see
know,
that too.
and some of their what is it, the language or what they were saying to each other was just like it was just kind of
how well more so on Eric Roberts, how he was
Yeah.
portraying his character and acting. Because there was
Mhm.
times where it looked like he was flirting with Wade, the emotional coach. But I
When?
couldn't. No, he's like, oh yeah, that's really good. I'm so fascinated. Let me learn more.
Well, no, well, see, that's
It's the impression he got from the
no. I
portrayal.
understand that,
Yeah.
but I understand it. But think about it. You have people who, when they're in, they're all in.
Yeah.
So now he's back on a team. He's back on the U.S. team, fighting for the country or representing the country in his tournament. Something he's been wanting to do since his injury, since he's been kicked off, and now he's back in there. So he's in his element. He's happy,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what he wanted to do. We saw that when he was talking to his mom, who held him back because she's a fear that he'll be paralyzed from a shoulder injury, which will never happen. He can get paralyzed in the arm.
Yeah,
But not
there's some
complete-
weak moments in the storyline, like that one, the scene with the coach and
Okay, but what you have to explain a little bit for me to understand, or I can counter it.
He's so defensive about this movie. Oh my god,
he's,
bro!
he's protective of the
No, but
movie.
what I'm saying is,
It's
okay,
like,
no, what I'm saying is,
tell me why you don't like this so I can defend it.
Sorry.
no, but what part? The mother?
No, the whole thing about because you're gonna be paralyzed. Yeah, it's just his shoulder. It's not like his
Honey.
back or his spine.
Listen, honey.
honey, we even
I don't know- I don't-
talked about it we even talked about it when the whole scene was coming out.
Hey, I don't know how you are or how you were with your kids, but I can know from Mina Dan,
Yeah.
Yo, mom was pretty much like that.
overprotective. Our mom was overprotective, something like that. He couldn't play in a cul-de-sac outside because of cars will drive by. In a cul-de-sac.
Okay.
Where
The-
cars would go in and out, and the
They
thing
had to
is,
turn
like,
around and there was only
like
one
that.
way in, one way out, and
Right.
she would be
And-
like, "Where are you at?"
exactly, and like with me is like, we had to be. Well, I don't know about that, but I had to be home when the lights went out.
I understand that because
did not
I'm
have
a
that.
mother. I'm a mother, and I had a son who played football, who played quarterback,
Right,
and
but the
everything.
thing is,
and
you-
he got hit once and was under concussion and had to go to the emergency room and everything else and stuff. I understand the overprotectiveness and everything, but the correlation between having surgery done on a shoulder or whatever to being paralyzed, to me that was a
again,
little drastic.
But the thing is, you take it that way, but we know from our mother and our perspective that parents can be like that extreme. They can be
Mhm.
that extreme. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like, we'll hurt our hand, but then we have to rest, for a week in bed, not move. Even though our hands hurt, but we have to be.
That'll make you paralyzed.
No, just help us heal because we don't want to, jinx anything. But yet, kids get hurt or things happen, and you just can't avoid it. And then you were saying also with the coach.
Well, the whole thing about the coach finding out about, or
That didn't make sense. You're right.
where he saw the video from when where his brother.
Yeah, we all agree on
We
that
got
one.
that part. We got that part. Yeah.
Yeah, because He doesn't want to rehash that. It was a bad edit that they should have just cut
Yeah.
or like explain a
Is
little
that-
bit more.
Not that I don't rehash it, is that sometimes I'm trying to help Kim get the thought out. She's trying to think of how to bring it out. Right, that did not make sense because either the coach forgot or did not know they were related, even though his trainer, who was a data freak,
Yeah.
will have all that in the beginning before hiring, or that he did know and that's why he brought him on. But showing that video, like it would have been just good as a flashback for homeboy to Tommy to know, and this we know it.
And then like
But bringing that coach in thing is like, nah, the coach didn't. We didn't have to know that hide this tape, whatever.
well, I mean, they
That
could
was
have
nice.
cut out that scene, and then like when they get to like, why are you holding back, Tommy? And then they go to that, and then she's investigating, and then he pulls out the
Right.
tape. We didn't need to show that he saw the tape, and
Right.
and then that's when it comes. And would have
Yeah, it just doesn't.
it
make
just would have made
sense.
more sense at that
Good,
point.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly right.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Mhm.
Another the one that we were talking about was the kid. He first of all he was under a coma, like,
Yeah, time for
and then next thing you know he's in Korea watching like one of the spectators. It's like,
Yes.
I mean, in all fairness, we don't know the exact time frame.
They said 3 days
Since
for the flight.
no, that's for the flight. Hello, I know that part. But from the flight to when they get there, because it takes time to get to Korea. So I mean,
Well, I
from
mean, you
New
fought
York-
in tournaments and like
I fought in Japan.
exactly.
Right.
So
We
from
didn't
your
fight
flight,
right away.
no, that's what I'm saying. And so how long was your time delay? Just as a point of reference, from your flight landing in Japan to
We were
when you
there for a
actually had to-
week.
So about a week.
We were there for a week.
Okay. So let's say, we'll give them a benefit of the doubt. It was a
The
week.
tournament,
And
the
so
tournament
it's
was at the
8
end of the week.
days. And we're going to say the father got there. We're going to say 24 hours, the kid was out of the coma. It was a very short coma. He got out in 24 hours, maybe a little bit less. That meant there was 7 days that kid could have got there for the tournament.
I mean,
I don't
It
know
doesn't-
what's
that-
the regimen for a hospital to release a kid who was just in a coma from
I
a
know
car
that
crash.
the cabin pressure.
yeah.
No, not a
Or
car crash.
or
a
the
bicycle,
fact that the
bicycle.
doctor
No,
would
he-
clear it.
No, it was a car. He was hit by a car.
Well, a car hit him.
Yeah.
On his bike, right?
Yeah, and then for the doctor to allow the child to travel.
It was the U.S. paid for it, or the team paid for it, the travel. So I guess they got the clearance. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Or probably gave him really really good meds. So he slept on the flight.
I mean, granted, it was the 80s, so, guidelines were also not the same.
Yeah. Well, but again, it's for the story. It's
Well, another thing
if,
was,
if the kid stayed home and watched it on the TV set, it would have been too much like Rocky 4.
okay, so
where he
let me
wrote
ask
on
you this
Rocky
question.
4 wasn't out around that time, was it?
I don't remember with the Russian. So, and the kid stayed home when he's in Russia and all those stuff. So, I don't know.
So okay, so let me ask you this question. So when he found out that the kid got into
Oh,
an
yeah.
accident, and then he went home. Okay, so where were they training at? They were training in Detroit.
No. I think they were training
were they
somewhere
training?
else. But they
In LA or
definitely
something,
they definitely were not training where he lives. He lives in Oregon, and
Yeah.
He
I
took
wanna,
a flight.
he took a flight. Yeah.
So he flew up to Oregon and everything and was there for 24 hours or whatever till the kid woke up. Then he came back
Mhm.
to training
Mhm.
and everything, but then he never left the training place.
Right. You would think that since he's off the team, he should not be on the premise.
Well, when he got kicked off, he said, you're not coming back. He was still there.
Right. He should not
And
be.
during that time, the other guy leaves,
Right. Yeah.
and then all of a sudden he comes back right when they fly off.
Great timing.
Yeah,
Perfect timing.
it's just like all of that is
And he got past security without a ticket.
it just seems like it happens
Again,
in 2 days.
TSA was not the same back then as it is now.
Right. But I'm right about Rocky 4. Rocky 4 came out at 85. This came out 89.
Yep.
So you can see that parallel. They did that again. They're just like, oh my God, here it is. But again, this story is very influenced by Rocky and the Karate Kid.
I agree. Just
And
a
you see
couple couple side notes. One, sorry to hear about the headache, Zoe, and
Aw.
I don't know if you watched my cooking stream, Zoe, but I had a couple of recipes you could have used that would have been easy to make. I'm just saying. uh, aside from that shameless plug, I remember that point where they're in the bar fight scene, and I'm like, that might be Jason Voorhees. The guy is like, I want your balls, and he breaks the beer
Right.
bottle. So that big
Was
guy, it was Kane Hodder. He's the guy who's most known
Oh,
for
wow.
playing Jason Voorhees. And he's the
That's
actual performer. Sorry, actor. Yes, who plays that character. So I'm like,
awesome. That's
I'm proud of myself for
Good call. Good.
getting that call on there.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, that guy who got the cigarette kicked out of his mouth, he's in a lot of films. One of them was like Lethal Weapon. Playing the bad guy. He was never really. He played maybe one or two roles as a good guy, but it was more like a side character. But he got notoriety when the subject of Tourette's was really big. He came out and they interviewed him in like a lot of shows and stuff like that. That even though I have Tourette's, it's still manageable and I still work. It's not crippling.
Well, that's true. Like, there's a lot of people with Tourette's that actually can do like day-to-day work, and and not all Tourette's is like the same one. Where there's a certain aspect of Tourette's where they're actually cussing and whatnot, where a lot of them are like more functional, just noises or ticks.
A milder case.
But fun fact, they had 2 film locations for Best of the Best: Los Angeles, California, and Seoul, South Korea.
Well, yeah, that's where you saw the. I don't think the.
I mean, some of those scenes they could have done not actually going to Korea.
Well, it would have been kind of hard because some of the landscapes, like the snow stuff, right? That could have been anywhere, but the opening scene, definitely. When they were training, like running in the roads and getting hit with the sticks and all that stuff, that's Korean landscape. Now the tournament itself, I don't think that was in Korea because that could have been in a
soundstage
a soundstage, right? A soundstage. So you had that, but I do like the aspect that they did do stuff in Korea. So even though they could have gone there and do it in a day or two, just shoot this, okay, now we're gonna go. To the hills, or up the mountains for the snow part. They could have been there for a week just to shoot that stuff. In a few days, what have you.
Now,
so what's your take on
seeing
it?
We all know mine, but so go ahead.
So I will say this: I agree with everybody on the sense that like the sound score could have been better. Some of the performances were questionable and like overacting in some areas. And you could tell who has training and who didn't have training. And
that's the biggest part.
And that's also another thing of the time of the movies. A lot of those movies around that time, they will have people and they wouldn't do the same kind of choreograph and training like they would do like later on. Like they were like, oh, we're gonna.
Or. Go ahead.
Well, that's we know it. We know where I was going with that. I actually like the film. I do like the film because I remember watching Bloodsport not too long ago, and I was actually like, the film honestly doesn't hold up as much because there was like a 30-minute flashback scene for Bloodsport that was not necessary, and it took away that film for me.
You talking about his training?
Yeah, God, yes. That like when he was a kid going into the training, it was a solid 30-minute block that was just wedged into the film. You could literally remove it and just maybe keep 5 minutes and you're good.
Right, but I'm remembering now the kid that played the young version of him.
Looked nothing like him.
Not like that, and the voice, the accent is like, well, what kind of tournament?
Oh yeah, it was horribly dubbed.
It
was a movie.
Bad.
It was horribly dubbed. But still, like when you get to that part, it was really good. Oddly enough, like this, I was still invested in this film. I still enjoyed it. There were some parts that could have been better, but it was a fun film. I did like it. I really did. I didn't think we haven't given an actual rating on these yet, but I would say this is a good film overall.
Well, okay, we all know about me. how I feel about this.
See, he's probably gonna be
No,
like,
no, no.
out of
Actually,
out of 5,
no.
he's gonna be like, it's a 10. It's a
No,
10.
tell us how you really actually feel about this movie.
Okay, this is how I really feel about this.
Did anything feel less than what you remembered? Let's start with that.
Did it hold up to your?
Yes, it did definitely hold up. It had that nostalgia factor for me. Nostalgia factor. The music was cringy.
Yeah. Okay.
The music I could not. I was like, wow, this music is even the music score and stuff like that is really bad. The only one that was kind of good music wise was when the bar, because it fit that bar, the music they played in there.
Okay.
Because I being in tournaments, being in competitive sports, I can relate to the pain where Alex Grady was going through, because I've broken my hands, I've torn my Achilles, I torn my hamstring, I tore a pec in my chest, I tore my left pec a little bit. I've been, and he knows, Alan knows, I pinched a nerve in my neck during football on Thanksgiving.
I think the worst injury I saw you in any sporting event was the Achilles.
Yeah, well, that freaking hurt. Yeah, that was the most.
Mm-hmm.
That was the most excruciating pain I had. So I can relate in that sense of act. And you have legit actors playing these roles. I mean, James Earl Jones, Sally Kirkland, Eric Roberts, the side guy, the commissioner, the sports commissioner.
Yeah.
Him. Can't remember his name right now. You
The
have
mother.
the mother. Yeah, even though annoying in the way of her overprotectiveness, you can believe it. Philip Ree, who's not an actor, but he gave a convincing performance of that he is scared and of the past. He has to face his past. You have Christopher Penn, who's perfect playing the dick, and the roles he plays. He is believable. It's just you see these characters and you can see these people actually being in real. And that's kind of like timeless. Even though this movie is definitely timed, it still holds up to me. I mean, if they were able to give it an anniversary, like a 30th anniversary or whatever it is,
You'll be the first in line.
I'll be the first in line. But it'd be like
it'd be like more like the 40th anniversary, because it's only like
89
years. No, 7 or 8 years away. No, 8 years.
But,
yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if they redid the score and somehow be able to improve the film quality, it would be awesome. Definitely had to fix the score. Make it, it doesn't have to be so up to date, but it has to be a little more not so cheesy.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Yeah. I mean, they could pick songs from that time frame. It's just that choosing the appropriate music.
Well, again, maybe their budget. That has to be into consideration. It's like, I don't know who produced it. I think.
Speaking of their budget, so they had a budget of $5 million. It says, to be beneficial, estimated budget of $5 million. Do you want to know how much they grossed? And just to be fair, worldwide?
Not much.
You want to take a guess?
$8 million.
Mm-hmm. No.
Less. Yeah. Well, I remember it wasn't in the theaters long.
No, it was not.
I wanted to see it in the theaters, and as soon as I went to go to the theaters, because we didn't have the access of like our phones of getting the times, and it wasn't there. It was like in the theaters for a week. That's how it felt like.
So
how short lived.
They did, and this is worldwide gross, $1.7 million.
So it was a loss.
It was technically a loss.
Who was it produced by again? Was it MGM? No, it was a little thing.
It was production company was They had like multiple production companies, but it was let's see, the movie group, SVS Films, Q's Entertainment, and Best of the Best Films. I think that came in later on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
See,
took a huge
the
hit.
story is. Oh yeah, Philip Ree wrote the story is by Philip Ree. It's his story, and then he had someone else write it, Paul Levine. Um, yeah, produced by, let's see, he produced it as well. So, but what's granted was funny though. It got a following enough to make three other films.
Yes. No, and that's the thing.
And Best of the Best 2, which I find it falls in the line of Bloodsport and Enter the Dragon, that kind of cheesiness. Way better production.
Well, here's the thing.
Way better production.
And this movie is a classic example of what a cult classic or film would be considered, where you have a film that was not necessarily popular around that time, and then it just blows up, straight to video, and then like the people who do love it are diehard fans.
Well, like when it came to Blockbuster, right?
Yeah,
Blockbuster.
And I did the rate of inflation just for the fun of it. So 1.7 million back then would be the equivalent of like 3.67. And
million?
Yeah, and then
so that's still not much. So still a loss regardless.
Yeah, and then the 5 million would have been 10.8. So they, in retrospect, like they lost like a third. Yeah. What they could have been.
But it what's bad about it is that again it was in the theater for like a blink.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to see in the theater. I remember trying to go and it was like, it's not here. Why it's not here? It was just here last week. Why it's not here? So I was highly upset. Yeah. And similar to also like John Wick. John Wick didn't do well in the theaters overall, but then through DVD and on HBO and things of that nature, it blew up. And the character and the story, that's why we're getting 3 and 4 now. 4 and 5, excuse me. 4 and 5. So, I mean, I just like the movie in so many, because it hits so many facets. The martial arts and the training, very contemporary. You could, you can watch it now, and watch it now, and it's still like, wow, it's really good fight scenes. It's not like how they put it wasn't cheesy in that. The acting for me, it was just like every time he gets hurt and he has to pop it, it's tough to watch because it's just I can relate.
Which is funny because I'm the one that dislocated the shoulder.
Right, but
in comparison,
right, you have popped the shoulder like injured your shoulder like he did, but I have multiple breaks in my experience, so it's just like,
yeah, this is true.
I had my appendix taken out.
You know what? More power to you on that one. I've never had my appendix taken out, so I can, like, they had to anesthetize you, didn't they? No, that's the wrong term.
Yeah.
What?
I used the wrong term.
Put me under.
Anesthesia?
Yeah, and then
anesthetize you.
Is that it? Did I use the right term?
Anesthesia. Yeah, anesthetize you. I think it is.
Look at me. I'm.
You could be a doctor.
But yeah, I would love for us to. I don't know where we can watch it all together, but Best of the Best 2. I have it. I think I have it, but is it good? I mean, the fights are really good.
So I would say Best of the Best 2 came out in 1993, and
it went straight to DVD.
It went straight to DVD.
But the production of it's like how the production here is like you can see the quality is very there. The quality is very and they're freaking ripped. They're like they got jacked for that role. They're like.
Yeah, and then they still had Chris Penn in it. I remember that.
Yeah, he
But
opened
they let
he
go of
opened
the other
scene.
actors, didn't they? Or no, they still had.
Right. No, they Eric Roberts, Philip Reed, the son's in it.
Mm,
Chris Penn is in it, and it was just those three. Like those, they were like the three standouts, right?
yeah.
Of this crew, and it wasn't about like another big tournament of U.S. versus Korea. It was more personal,
Yeah.
and it was cage fighting.
Yeah, that's
That's
because
what it
of
was.
Chris Pine's character, like getting into some.
Not Chris Pine. Not Chris Pine.
It wasn't
Chris
Chris
Penn.
Pine.
Chris Penn.
Chris Penn. Oh, my bad. But
Yeah,
Chris
you think of
Penn's
Pine,
character.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other movies were also like personal stuff too, not having to do with the tournaments.
What about here? Because we've been ignoring our audience. What do they
So-
think about this?
Well, that's excellent questions. So for those who have been watching Best of the Best along with us, what do you rate this film, or what was your experience watching this film? Because right now they're talking about me getting ready for my trip to Vegas. Because they're like, you're going to Vegas. Good luck at Vegas.
What time's your flight?
I thought it was much earlier, but it's actually 9:55. It's a 4-hour
That's
flight.
not bad.
I'll be getting there a little bit before noon.
Yeah, just don't lose your wallet.
Yeah. It sucks.
So
It's always before a big trip, man.
So apparently you pulled an angel.
So I told that to them in the Discord, and they're like, "Oh, you pulled a Zoe." Well, no, let me be precise. Zoe chimes in and goes, "You did one of my maneuvers." Something along those. She said something along that line. And I'm like, I guess so.
Because she knows I'm known to lose my stuff quite
Yes.
often.
Yes.
Yes, your phone is one of
But then-
those.
Yes.
Well, no, but yes, but mainly my wallet too. And I'll be looking for it, and it'll be I'll look in my car, tear it apart, and I can't find it. Then I'm like, damn. And then the next day I get in my car and it's right there.
That's what happened to me, man. I'm telling you. I
That's
tore
why
my
I said
car
it.
up.
That's why I told him.
I was
your-
supposed to
your-
have a
your
video
brother
stream
pulled an
that
angel.
Friday, and I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. I have technical issues. I can't do this tonight. And I'm spending my entire night looking through my car, looking through my room, cleaning, unpacking stuff, repacking stuff. Found nothing. I'm like, screw it.
Yeah.
I'm like canceling stuff over the phone, doing all this stuff. I drive out to the DMV, spend like 4 hours at the DMV, and then after I'm done at the DMV, getting my temporary card from the bank and all this other stuff, I come back home, I open my door, I'm like, no. And there it is, just like a little flare blinking in the thing, like just the light just hits it just so. And I'm
Where
like,
was it? Where was it again?
the side door, but my door sinks back, so like it has a pocket, but there's a pocket that's about like a good solid like 6 inches sunk it back. So what I think happened was, like, at one point it just slid back there, and I removed all the stuff, but maybe I didn't shove my arm deep enough into it, and like
Do you? What's it on your right side or left side?
it's on my driver's side. Yeah, it's on my left,
So by the door.
on the door. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
hmm
No, because I'm saying like
So I think what happened is when I was driving all over the place, it just slid. It finally
well,
unwedged
if you
itself and
drive
slid
like
out.
this, of course you'd be all over the
Yes.
place.
Oh no. Yeah. I hit those turns hard, man.
But no, because on my thing I have on the inside, my right side,
Where the console.
the console and then where you click your seatbelt, I have like a little pocket thing where things fall. It falls into that little. Like I think I got it for Dad.
Oh yeah,
thing,
yeah.
that
You
little-
did something like that. Like I never drop something in between there. It's always elsewhere. So no, it's just my I never put anything in my right pocket besides my phone. So I never
Right,
drop
yeah.
anything like that. But yeah, so yeah, that happened. Hey, I mean, I had to renew my license next year, so
Yeah, so do it a year in advance. Yeah,
I
there you
do.
go.
They're like, we're just
Really,
gonna.
don't you gotta do it again then?
No, no,
When
no.
it comes to your birthday?
No,
No,
it should gives you a new expiration date.
so yeah, what they did was like they said I could just replace it and then keep the old expiration date, or I could just pay the renewal cost now, and they just add the years that they were going to give me anyways. So I didn't lose any
You
years.
see that thing? You see that?
So I didn't lose
So-
any years in it, but they're like, I'm good for the next 9 years.
So tell me, how do you really feel when you lost your wallet the first time? Let's go through that.
It sucked because I had a trip. If I didn't have my trip coming up, I would not have cared. Oh,
But
Will Morris
dig-
is chiming
but
in.
dig-
He
but
says
dig deeper.
he rates the movie a
dig deeper.
4.5 out of 10.
Fuck you.
You're so defensive.
Oh my god.
He says that out of love, Will. I'm sorry. This
It's
is
all
his
good.
like child. Apparently, this was his childhood favorite film. Dude, I think I still have the best of the best video game
There's a video game
on the NES.
this- of this?
Best of the best. There was a NES video
Of this
game.
game? Of this movie? Based like the characters?
Yeah, I want to say so. It sucked because I remember playing it. I'm like, this is garbage.
I'm gonna.
He's
do
gonna.
a search.
He's like, I must know this
No,
now.
I'm gonna Google him. I'm not gonna Google him. He's right there.
Hey, Google me, bro.
I'm
You might
gonna
learn
say-
something.
There you go.
Let me see.
What was it? I'm sorry, I got sidetracked there. Best of the best
To
NES
learn something.
video game. Yeah, that's a thing. It was like I remember it being like purple or something like that. It was ridiculous.
It's not showing. It's not showing on here. It says I'm getting like John Wick Hex and.
No,
something
you know
else.
why? Because a lot of you might have to use quotations because a lot of people would like use
Oh. Oh yeah, I think I got this too. I think we played each other.
yeah, and then you played it and then you were like, oh
Dude.
wow, this sucked. You did not like this game, and neither did I.
This one, right?
Yeah, the game sucked,
Yeah, but guess what? Someone's trying to sell it for $60
dude. I still have it.
on eBay.
You still have it?
Or
Yeah.
probably you could probably sell it for 40.
Keep it
Yeah.
a little longer.
I mean,
Now I want.
I'm surprised if anybody would want to buy it, but
Angel might want to buy it.
it's like solo to you, bro. Goes with your movie.
No, I don't.
But honestly, like, I don't say Will is wrong in that rating because let's be honest, like, not everybody's gonna appreciate some of the aspects of that film, especially if I don't know Will's background if he did tournament fighting. So, like, for a person outside of the tournament fighting aspect of it, they may not appreciate some of those aspects that they focus on.
But not just that. It's probably also he's looking at it at many facets. The quality of the film, the acting, or the lack of the proper martial arts from all the characters, the musical score, all that could be factors on what.
He did say he did say in his
On why
defense he did give it an extra 0.5. Love that.
I mean, granted, yeah, granted, I can appreciate in that sense, yeah, because it's
It's honesty.
well, no, the production is very low, the acting is very good, in my opinion. It's not like Halloween or Friday the 13th where the acting is like, ugh.
He says it's not
Or-
only the strong. You know what? I feel like that would be a good comparison. And honestly, I don't think Only the Strong holds up as strong as everybody remembers it.
Well, here's my problem with Only the Strong. Everybody knows Capoeira. So there's nothing like something else. It's like Capoeira versus Capoeira. It's like, really?
Which was always a funny thing to me, like looking back at that movie. I haven't seen that. It's been just about as long since I've seen that movie since I've seen this movie in comparison. But I do remember watching that movie and going and thinking to
Only the
myself,
Strong.
I don't think so.
oh no,
I'm
there's
sorry,
there's
I'm-
if it's a martial art film from back in the day, I'm sure she hasn't seen it like us. We were very niche.
Well, and here, how about this? I'm willing to watch it because I never watched it. I don't remember watching it in its entirety.
oh, that could be a factor. But here's what I'm gonna say. Like I will be willing to search to see if it does exist. But I agree that after like thinking about Only in the Strong one time, because I got in this discussion with our cousin Dennis, and I was like, bro, how many people do you know in real life that actually know capoeira? Like it's not a like I knew people, but it's like
Me too.
like
Me too.
if you go to any school, it was less likely to find a capoeira school anywhere than you would find. Like I have a better chance of finding a like yeah exactly jiu-jitsu around that time was not as popular as it is now, and you still could find jiu-jitsu and aikido faster than you could find a capoeira school.
Right.
What is it?
Capoeira.
Yeah.
Capoeira is a
Brazilian, right?
Brazilian, but African.
Is it the one where they
South,
do the
dancing.
whole...
It's Central American,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
No, South American.
African, Central America. Yes, all that. It has that influence, and they used it. They used it to when they're warlords or whatever. You know, you took away the weapons and stuff like that. You can't because you know the lords didn't want any uprising by the lower class.
I mean, it looks awesome when you see a really good fighter with it.
Right, and they did it with. Oh, I've seen some fights. People fighting, pretty gross because they're really you know. Because
they
get wheel kicks.
They have some of the strongest kicks that you can see in the actual. Like I remember The Science of Fighting or something like that. It was on Discovery, and they did like analysis on the kicking techniques that they use in capoeira. They get some explosive power. And it's sick. They were outdone by Taekwondo actually.
I'm surprised I haven't seen any more. Like I've seen some like MMA fighters use capoeira and be effective. I'm just surprised you don't see it more in like UFC level because people don't know how to react to that all that spinning around and that charging. They don't know how to react to it, but you don't see that many people do it. They just keep that little the traditional kickboxing approach.
Oh, and Zoe clarified, and I was right the first time I said it. It is a Brazilian martial art form. She clarified it's combining self-defense, acrobatics, dance, music, and song.
Right. Yeah. No, capoeira it is but it derived not just it got popular in Brazil, but it's also African influence. Where people traveled and where they're slaves and they brought it over there. But it's a combination. But yes, right, like jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu is very popular, but it came originally from Japan. But then you have Brazilian. They had their own flavor of it.
Yeah,
capoeira.
No, she's not disagreeing with you on that fact. She's actually she added more to it. She said it was developed by slaves who used it to disguise the fact that they were practicing fight moves. Yeah,
right. They'll do it right in front of their lord.
Yeah. Kind of like,
oh my God, it's beautiful. This is awesome. This is great. And they're like, kick your ass, motherfucker.
It's different, but somewhat the same. Like how you have when the slaves were singing songs, and like there was a double meaning to the songs, like how they do the Underground Railroad. That it was how the slaves were able to, because I mispronounced it.
Yeah, so I saw Zoe's rating.
Oh, she rated the movie a 2 out of 10.
But wait a minute, she came in late.
That was enough for her.
That was enough for her.
Right.
Well, she may came into the chat late, but I did put a link out there, so I don't know if she actually watched it. Other than that, but
fine, it's okay.
Not everybody can love the film, bro. It's okay.
So what do you rate it? A 10 out of 10?
No.
Just be honest.
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. Yeah, that's fair.
6 out of 10.
So like 3.5. Yeah. No, that's a 3 out of 5. Solid 3 out of 5.
No, I mean it's like because, like I said, it's good stories is being told here. Lessons are being told here. The action is really good. What lacks is the quality of the film and the music score. That's what really in my opinion, that's really that really hurts it.
See, now Will said, to be fair, it had solid action, so he's agreeing with that, but it was the characters for him that was underwhelming.
Hmm.
Because,
For me,
like I said, I didn't feel like there was a connection between Travis and Tommy. They went like, other than the fact that he acknowledged that they need Tommy to win, and their other teammate who was
Buddha guy
Roberts,
or the Sasso, Eric Roberts. Oh,
Eric
Grady.
Roberts, and I keep Eric Grady. So
Alex Grady.
Alex Grady. I'm just gonna call him Grady. Other than needing Grady and Tommy, there's no real connection to show that like Travis is actually feeling a part of the team. He just acknowledges we're not going to win without these two guys. So that doesn't mean that he actually learned something or built a friendship with Tommy. And so
No,
I still feel a disconnect there. Yeah.
Right, but you don't have to because you have the U.S. teams in the Olympics. People who go in the 4x4 or the 4x2 or the 4x1. The relay
That's true,
teams,
but that's real life versus movie. Movie usually you want that connection. You want like an arc to actually develop, and like you.
Right, but I think see for me, you don't have that guy who has that exterior of like being a jerk, but inside is a teddy bear. But he's so scarred that he won't show that.
Yeah, but we didn't get that.
So, no, I understand, but I mean, I think sometimes like some things don't have to be over analyzed or over explained. I mean, again, I guess I take it as a different point because for the most of my athletic career, I was on teams.
Okay. Yeah.
And regardless, you had that jerk. I was that jerk at one time, and then I was with teammates who were that jerk. And regardless how you felt about each other personally, you still counted on each other when it came time to it, when it counted.
Well, that was the whole basis of James Earl Jones. Is like you're going to go into this as a team. That was his importance. That he strongly made that something.
Right. He made that clear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all good. I mean.
So.
But
I was gonna say.
There were weak links in it.
No. I mean, it's definitely flawed. It's definitely flawed, but.
So I will say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm just pulling this from the chat. Zoe asked a side question for the panel. Has Angel ever admitted he was wrong?
It depends.
I think there was a video. I didn't clip it. I should have clipped it, but I do believe there was a video where Angel did admit he was wrong, and like Kim was like, "I'm sorry, say it again."
No. What? Okay, I have to ask Zoe. In what's wrong of being right in something you believe in? But is it because I'm disagreeing with people's choices or that I am wrong?
No, she's asking if you're admitting that you're wrong. So there's nothing wrong with being right in what you believe in, or being right in something you don't believe in. It's admitting that you were wrong, even though you believed in it.
He never do that. He never admits that he was wrong if he knew he was right.
Well, yeah. Hello. That's the yeah.
See?
Exactly.
See?
But if I was wrong, I'll admit I was wrong. Now, if you try to change my opinion in that, then that's a total different story. Because that's my opinion, and that's very hard to change someone's opinion unless you can give me explanation of how it could change my view or opinion. But if you can't, then my opinion holds true, and then in that detail, I'm right. and then in that detail, also you're right. We'll disagree.
Now, like
Hmm.
if you were like if you for like okay, just as an example, if like one day he said something or did something that he it was very kind of like jerkish, asshole-ish, or whatever, then he will come back and say, he will admit that he was wrong on acting or behaving that way.
Right. Like
Yeah.
you have anger issues. So.
Yeah. I mean, he will admit to that.
So, okay, so yeah, no, my brother will admit that he's wrong at times, and like it's just depending on the situation, especially if he can call out the fact like really like solid. He's gonna be like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
No, my
Now,
brother will admit he's wrong.
You have to you have to present me like to make me change my mind or to say I am wrong. You have to make a convincing argument
Mhm.
or counter to what I'm saying.
now,
If-
if he thinks of something that happened a certain way, and you come back and tell him, no, 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 this is how it actually happened, then that would be a whole,
Well, that's where I
hour-long
say like
discussion
bring up the proof.
where you have to, yeah,
Google that bad
you
boy.
have to, yeah,
like what?
or you have to rewind and show it to him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like yeah. I mean, you have to. Yeah, like I said, you have to have like your counter has to be backed up with.
Yeah, he just
Proof.
he just won't go blindly admitting that
Blindly into
he's-
the night.
yes.
Or yeah, I want this. Yeah, I won't agree just to make you feel that you're right. That makes any
Just
sense.
to make
We
you
can agree on
happy,
that.
or to please. Yes.
On a side note, so like scrolling through the IMDb's, like they actually like you know how they give you suggestions of movies that are like this
Mm.
film that you're looking at or reviewing. So one of the things I was looking at, there of course they show all the other best of the best, but then they go like Perfect Weapon.
Oh my
or-
god.
Yeah, it's like that's a throwback. Or Kickboxer,
No, but-
or no surrender, no retreat, no surrender.
And they all fall in line. And the thing is, if you think this was bad, wait to No Retreat, No Surrender.
Yo, I saw a cut scene to it. Van Damme has some kicks. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, no, he's
But-
awesome in that. His fighting is awesome.
When they first
The
introduced
movie
his character,
sucks. The movie sucks. But the fight
It was
is the
pretty
fighting
bad.
in that movie. Huh?
I was saying it was pretty bad, Kim.
Yeah, but the movie,
We're
yeah,
not gonna watch that one, are we?
yeah,
No, not right now.
not
no.
tonight. No, but I'm saying we should. The thing is because the fight scenes, like, okay, remember like how we saw Van Johnson
Yeah.
and how we talked about his fighting is very, very 1-2 punch movements.
No retreat, no surrender was before he did like Bloodsport and Kickboxer.
Was his
and-
that was his first American film that he had a starring role in.
And he didn't
any
even talk in
capacity.
that film, did he? I think they dubbed him because he was supposed to be like he was supposed to be a Russian
Yeah,
fighter
I think he just went like he just
for the most
yelled.
part.
I think we should make a rule that we can't watch something that like you're saying, like we saw the whole Van Johnson. We can't watch like Bloodsport. We can only.
Why not?
Like
Have you seen Bloodsport?
I don't think so.
So that's a perfect reason.
She's looking
We
for
should
out.
watch.
She's like, but I don't want to. That's
You
the
don't
real-
have to. You don't have to, but the thing is a good perspective. Like in this movie, is you never saw Best of the Best, so it was a good perspective where he and I saw it. I really like it. He likes it. You not so much.
It
So
went
it's a
down.
different-
You not so
Right,
much.
exactly. No, exactly, because you like this movie too,
like
but you
Kim's
don't.
convenience.
Zoe,
but
Zoe's
you're
like, thank you, Queen.
Like it, but you not so much.
But that's a good perspective. It's a good way to get different opinions. It would be kind of boring if Avan and I just raved about it,
Yeah.
even though his opinion is different than mine on this.
Yeah.
But yours is again a different perspective, especially since we haven't seen it. Since it came out in '89, it's 2021 right now.
I mean, Zoe did suggest Paper Tigers, and she suggested that
Right.
before. This is like the second or third time she
Right.
suggested it, and that's
could
now
do
on
that.
Netflix. I mean, I
Right.
haven't watched it, and that's completely new to all of us, except for her.
Yeah.
Since she watched it.
Right. I'm totally fine to seeing that. I heard mixed. I actually heard some really good things about it. So.
Mm-hmm. And
I'm okay with
so
that.
that might be something we could do. And then Will Morris is like, Jeff Speakman, the perfect weapon. uh, so
He had that one move. The deadly move. That was his deadly move. And he beats up a couch.
he beats up a guy. Like, see, I don't remember that movie at all, though. That's the problem.
That's what I remember. That's what I was like, oh, why? It was like, yeah.
I mean, but that's like making an argument about like Jean-Claude Van Damme one kick, they had.
I know, but this is one movie. Van
Didn't
Damme
they
has
have
several
multiple
movies.
perfect weapons? Wasn't there a couple?
Yeah, but not with him. He only did one. And James Liu is in it too. In that one, James Liu is in that movie as well, and they fight in a dojo, which is weird. They all fight in a dojo shirtless with jeans. I don't get it, but all right.
I mean, that was like the 80s, right? If
Yeah, I
you're not
know,
fighting
but-
with jeans, you're not living up to your standards.
Do
No,
they
but
have,
not
like,
just
a
jeans,
white
but
beater
they're
on?
no, they're.
Oh,
they're
I stand
shirtless.
corrected. That came out in 91.
They came out after.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it had some good points. It was a good production. I'll give it that. It really had good production value in that, in the sense of film quality, but it's pretty bad.
Oh, Zoe says it was her BFF that was suggesting Paper Tigers. I respect, we're being sold on it, so we're gonna go with it. I think.
Yeah.
I still. Oh, and just to let everybody know, I still want to do Moneyball. Obviously, I can't do it this week since I'm gonna be gone, and
That's all on you.
if I do it again, Sunday I will be back. So, ha ha ha.
We'll take a mini vacation on that one.
Fair enough. She say, and she says her BFF is the one that got her interested in martial art movies and fighting movies. There's some really good ones out there.
But we should do also do one of the Shaw Brothers, because they're on Netflix. Some of the Shaw Brother movies are on Netflix.
Oh yeah,
And they're such good quality. I don't mind doing that. I don't know if I heard, but I just know.
No, I'm not gonna lie. They are really good and iconic, but some of them are also silly storylines.
Of course.
Because it was like
Of course.
1960s, 1970s.
Not 1960s, 19.
Some of the Shaw Brothers movies were like 1960s. I want to say they
But
did
the
like
ones that we-
they did like
the
almost
ones that
100
we-
films.
Right, but the ones that we know, like the Kid with the Golden Arm, the Five Deadly Venoms, that didn't come in. That wasn't in the 60s. That was in the 70s. That came out a lot when like Bruce Lee came out.
What about the 5 Element Ninjas? That was before the 5 Deadly
That's-
Venoms, right? Or was that after?
No. Like Bruce Lee, it came around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And then it flourished because Bruce Lee almost did a Shaw Brother movie. He did all the costume tests, and he was about to do it. I think, and then Enter the Dragon came along, and that changes. He was going to do it after Return of the Dragon or Way of the Dragon with Chuck Norris,
Mm-hmm.
and
So, yeah.
then he was going to do it.
Oh, I heard that Adon saw Ten Rings.
Oh, Shang-Chi.
Oh, I did see Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
think.
Shush.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I can talk up. I don't know if they released the embargo for the review. I did on Andy's channel. I did a reaction for it because I watched it at night, and I think there's like a certain criteria where you can get away with a reaction. I will say this: the most popularized reaction caught on video so far was by John Campia, and John Campia was at the premiere watching it, and he quotes himself of saying it's some of the best martial art action that he's seen since The Raid, and one of the best like Marvel films he's seen since Logan.
Okay. Do you agree?
No,
You see that?
I don't agree.
Oh.
Okay.
No, but like in honesty, like that's.
The raid.
I'm not
Okay,
saying
I'm sorry.
I'm not saying it's a bad film or anything like that. I'm not saying
No.
but those are high levels.
Dude,
in
the
comparison.
the raid is in action sense, and she's seen it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, wang, like it's up there in a sense of choreography, tempo.
Mm-hmm.
It is so good, and to say it's like that for a Marvel film, for a person who's not into martial arts, who was not raised in, I'm not, well, I don't know.
We can't like say
Well,
he was raised or not because
I can't.
Yeah.
You're basically saying the same thing as your brother's saying, but.
Well, no, I'm just saying it's like, okay. Unlike, okay, best of the best. We're going back to the best.
And he's seen it.
Right. No, we're
Yeah.
going back. I'm gonna go back to best of the best. Back in the day, you had people play roles or characters who's supposed to be trained martial arts. But you see, like three of them are not that good because they didn't go for their training like you do nowadays. Like nowadays, you have people, actors, who train for at least 3 months to a year.
Oh yeah, it's like Wonder
to-
Woman, like all those, like the Amazonians,
Right,
like all
but-
those women
but-
who actually went through training.
Right. And well, there they didn't. They'll get a stunt double for the wide shots, the long shots,
Mm.
and they'll give them the basic. Like, this is going to happen. So you just go boom, boom, and boom. Just do that, instead of the proper training they do now. We had that experience again, not recently, but we had that experience with the guy who played Iron Fist, who did not want to learn. He was just like, fine, learn this kata. And he did the kata, same kata. For being a martial artist, he just did the same kata all the time. And they had a stunt double play him for his fight scenes.
Yeah.
The raid, every person that was fighting were legit martial artists. I cannot say the same in, I don't know, but for Shang-Chi. The father, the Mandarin,
Mm-hmm.
he's a legit martial artist. He's done many films where he has to fight.
Well, I mean, I've told Angel briefly like what I thought on it off camera.
Mhm.
So I would say this to anybody: go ahead and watch it and come to your own conclusion. There are highs and lows, but what film doesn't have that? It's just a matter of how much it impacts you. I'm trying to write that line. But I mean, Will Morris called out some other films that are like martial art films that are actually really good. I think they are.
Yeah, I
Anyways,
saw that, yeah.
Shaolin Soccer,
Oh.
Kung Fu Hustle, Foot Fist Sway, which Foot Fist Way.
Foot Fist Way is like more of a comedy, though.
It is, but it's fantastic as a comedy. Just because, like,
And
it's
I haven't
definitely
seen it.
characterizes. You haven't seen it?
Right. No, I always meant to.
Yo,
And I keep forgetting.
I watched it with Eric, and we were both watching. And we're like, "Yo, there's some truth to this." About like because it's all about a guy who's trying to teach Taekwondo to like the American public, but he's like going to the demonstrations and how he's like I am the king of the demonstration. I am it's like this is the rule. It's just hilarity to it.
Mhm. But Shaolin Soccer and Kung Fu Hustle by the same Stephen Chow, same writer director for those two, and those are like they're like parody films, but good martial arts as well.
Yes. No, there
Legit
was.
legit martial arts done in that film.
And there was a lot of tributes to those martial arts styles in those films.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, there was CGI in it, and they
Yeah.
they over stylized, but it was great when they stylized it. And in Kung Fu Hustle was very it reminded me of the Jade Man comics
Mm-hmm.
with what they would
Mhm.
do, and then in
Mhm.
Shaolin Soccer, kind of like that, but like a little bit more grounded in some of the aspects of it.
And it was kind of funny though, like that the guy who was the goalie, in Shaolin Soccer.
Was like a Bruce Lee character.
Right. He's been in all the he played Bruce Lee in all the Ip Man films. He's played Bruce Lee on the
Was I him?
Bruce Lee huh?
Was I him?
Yeah. He's been typecast. He's in Kung Fu Hustle too. He plays the Axe guy. He's the leader of the Axe gang. He's
Well, I mean, they reuse the actors, but like, yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's him. But he's been playing Bruce Lee like forever since Shaolin Soccer, and so it's just like, and people think he's the best. Like, no, he gets Bruce Lee wrong, but okay, but it's not him. It's more the writers and whatever. But
wait, Zoe, did you see Shang-Chi? Because she says it reminds her a lot of a Jackie Chan type movie. There are aspects. There are aspects where I was like, "Oh, they took that from a Jackie Chan film." I will say that.
Okay, that must be the stunt stuff, the crazy stunt stuff.
Oh, and she did see. She did watch the movie, so I could see where you're coming from. I can't say the whole film, but I can see where you're coming from. But like, there are also aspects to it. Like, no, I'm gonna stop because I'm on video.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like, yeah, we watch it, we make our own conclusion.
Yeah. I mean, one of my favorite stunt performers in martial art films was Sammo Hung. I was always a fan of Sammo.
Yeah, and we know why. But
hey, big man can move.
Dude, big man could move.
He represented even when he got older and he's like, I'm not gonna do action films anymore. And he's like, every now and then he'll dust it off and be like, hey, I'm gonna get back into this. And he still hits hard. No,
what he does now is more about the camera angles.
Yeah, well,
he can't move as well as he used to, and so there's a lot of camera. The camera's moving, and then when it goes away, it's a stunt person. But when it comes close, it's just him doing the stuff. But I mean, come on, he's tired. He's been doing it, for a long time.
Like even in Killzone, I mean, Killzone he had that fight scene with Donnie Yen.
That's not him all the time.
I mean, the scenes where you could see him, it looked like he was still holding up.
Well, yeah, of course, when you can see him. When there's shots, when he's being flipped around, it's not him. It's someone with a belly suit.
I gotta look at that guy.
Killzone is an awesome fight scene movie, especially with that one with the jiu-jitsu stuff in there. Oh,
it was a fantastic film. Yeah, I do remember. There was a behind the scenes where they were doing like a documentary about martial art films, and I think it was Cynthia Rothrock. It was like one of her opening performances, and
she beats up Sammo Hung.
Yeah, they're in a fight scene, and
Shanghai Express.
Yeah, Shanghai Express, and Sammo Hung is telling her like, "Go ahead, do a real kick." He's like, "I can take it." He's like, "Do a real kick," and she's like, "Are you sure?" And he goes, "Come on, just do it." And he says in the interview, it's like something along the lines. He's like, "I didn't think she could kick that hard."
I think it was a roundhouse. Wait, was it a roundhouse kick to his head?
No, it was a side kick. It was a spin side kick. And he took the hit. He's like, and in the interview, he's like, I don't think I've been kicked that hard before. He's like, it was one of the hardest kicks I ever took, and you could tell he got the wind knocked out of him with that kick. She could kick hard. She was known for it.
I think I have that documentary somewhere. Yeah, because it does like Eastern influence, Eastern martial arts influence, and it's her and Richard Norton in that movie. Yeah,
they had it was a good cast. Zoe Wills. I guess I could read this off. Zoe says she was entertained. The movie entertained her and kept her interested. All pluses in her book. So.
Good.
Yeah. So. I just can't give my opinion.
Yeah, I'll watch it and I'll disagree with her after I watch it.
I'm sure there's gonna be parts you're gonna be like, yes, and then you're gonna be like, no.
I'm kidding. Of course, it's like any Marvel. I mean, hopefully it's better than Black Widow.
Mm-hmm. I mean, don't get us wrong. We did enjoy Black Widow. You enjoyed it. It's just there was things that you didn't like. Watch our video of Black Widow, and you can see for yourself parts 1 and 2 because he did revise his decision.
Well, how about this? I like certain aspects of it, and I like Yelena Belova. Yelena's character. I liked the Crimson Red Guardian.
You were about to call him Crimson Dynamo.
No, I was gonna say Red Crimson. I was like, that's double.
Isn't that basically what your brother said?
He said Crimson Domino.
No. About how you liked it, but there's some issues that you have with it.
Yeah.
Right. No, but he said you liked that. I was like, but I just there's certain aspects, I don't know if I can watch it again.
Stay tuned for part 3 of Angel's opinion about Black.
I know. I was gonna say.
Tales of Two Bros. We'll watch both parts.
On third thought.
Coming back to
there you go. Third thought.
3 times the charm.
It's gonna go. It's like on a New Year's edition.
Oh my god.
No, I'm done with her.
Fair enough.
I'm done with her.
Either way.
Oh, real quick, do you think they'll have flashbacks with Hawkeye and ScarJo with everything going on in the court in the Hawkeye series?
I really don't know how that's gonna play out. Like, I guess that all depends on about contracts or anything like that. As of right now, I'm gonna say no.
Because they gotta pay her. They show her. They gotta pay her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course, because it's her likeness and like that, her image. So
Yeah.
you gotta pay. Even if it was a picture, you gotta pay her. I don't know if they want to do that anymore.
I mean, there are some like cases where you can have like a loophole where like they can use the image of a previous film or footage potentially, and then use that.
Yeah, but that's I don't know about that because I remember
They're
when
still using her image.
Yeah, because the thing is,
I know Underworld. I think it was Underworld 4 got in trouble for that, where they because they had the Michael character.
But Back to the Future, Back to the Future 2, as well. The part 3 where the guy who played the father didn't want to be in it, but they got someone put a mask on that looked like him, and so they used his likeness, and he sued them for using his likeness, even though he was not in it. Because it was like, so when you have to use their image, because also like when I've done soaps, and they did like a flashback scene, what have you, and if I was in it, in that flashback scene, even though maybe a year or so apart, I still got paid. I got royalties.
I do remember you mentioning stuff like that before.
So, I don't think that, now is any different because it's union.
But
so you're
I mean,
protected.
That's yeah. I mean, but I guess it also depends if you're not in a union, because there are still actors that are not in a union.
Right, but Disney, those are union jobs.
I mean, it depends. I guess probably.
No, they're union. They're 100% union. That big of a company,
So in that case, then they may not use her at all in that regard.
Yeah, we'll
potentially it could be a factor. Anyways,
and probably I think in this movie, Best of the Best was probably where it's not union. It's like a favor. They got paid like scale.
I don't think they could afford the union.
No, you can do it, but they charge scale. Like they can't I want to get paid this much. Yeah, paid scale, which is like $1,000 a day.
Will Morris says he didn't really enjoy Black Widow. If you really think of the story that they set up, it kind of falls apart. And if you're analyzing and looking at the story, I agree. If you're like my father, he's gonna he'll probably be like, I love Black Widow. I'm quite sure. I don't think he's seen it yet, but I know he hasn't seen it yet. But I know my dad. Dad will be like, no, this is a great movie. That's gonna be that guy.
He was entertained.
Yes.
Butch will love it. Girls fighting.
It's 70% likelihood. I'll give him that. But when it comes to the firearms stuff, that's where he's got they shoot electric darts out of their wrists. That's the things that will turn him away from the film.
Yeah, but he'll see it. He'll believe a girl can fly.
I don't think Supergirl. It's not about the girl flying. I think it's just the suit. I'm just being honest.
Okay.
Because like he loved Xena Warrior Princess, and he's not a guy who was like, I love the Roman Greeks or like the fighting style of that show. He's like, Xena, I love her.
Well, in all fairness,
It is Xena. I mean, Xena versus Wonder Woman. Xena might take the win.
You bite your tongue on. How dare you in my presence?
I'm talking about just, hand-to-hand combat fighting style. She did beat the
I
God
don't
of
care
War.
what you're talking about. That's fighting words.
For those who don't
heard you
know,
loud and-
Kim is a huge Wonder Woman fan.
Yes, she will take everyone out.
She even loves 84. No, I'm
I
kidding.
don't love
I'm kidding.
it.
I'm kidding. Well, we don't own it, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
We don't own it, and we only watched it once. It's not a multi-fun film.
Yeah.
It's not
Once wasn't enough.
No, you watched it twice, didn't you?
Oh no,
Just the one time.
I couldn't. I tried. I was like, I'm gonna watch.
I think it was Kim that watched it a couple times. She fell asleep the first time, didn't she? You were awake the whole time? Oh wow, I was there and I missed that.
She got annoyed. She got annoyed with us because we kept stopping the film.
Oh, that's
talking about. She got annoyed.
it wasn't that we were stopping the film all the time. It's that we were kept talking over, and that was one of the first times she's like, "Hey guys, I'm trying to watch the film."
Mm-hmm.
I
was trying to pay attention.
Usually it's like us, like the Angel is like the one who's like, I can't understand the film if you're talking, and this was the one film that Kim's like, no man.
I'm the one that's talking.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. It was a good call out. Anyways, so I'm not gonna hold up everybody. We kind of did go a little bit longer after the film.
It's like 10, 15, 3 hours. Oh shit, we were over 3 hours. Yeah, I'm tired, and we gotta eat again. Come on, baby, let's go eat.
And I got a flight. But it's been fun seeing
Don't
here.
want a
And
chicken sandwich?
yeah, you rustled up chicken. You roasted a chicken, didn't you? You took photos.
Yeah, we still have one. We still have one chicken
Still
left.
chicken left,
He did 2 whole chickens.
Yep.
and all delicious.
Fair enough. I have pasta and seafood left, so I got that. Anyways, it's been a blast hanging out with everybody. Thank you for joining us. And I would say if you haven't watched Best of the Best by this point, you should check it out. It's going to be a fun time. Will it be the best movie? Probably not. But will it be? Sorry, bro.
No.
It
Well,
would be interesting.
I'm so sorry, then. We're gonna do a review of it when you come back.
Fair enough. And but don't worry, Kim. You don't have to do the review.
Thank God.
I will say, so myself, I'm not going to be doing any of my normal scheduled streams during this week. I'll probably try to do maybe 1 or 2 live things while I'm in Vegas. Definitely next weekend, I will be back to do stuff. So you will see me next weekend. And
check our Suicide. Oh, hello. Suicide Squad.
Yes, focus on me.
It worked on that. We're coming back.
Now you look really nerdy. There you go.
But anyway, Suicide Squad. Our review is out. Why did it do that?
Because you were doing your hand gesturing that you love to do.
Yeah, but I was doing it before, but it didn't do anything.
While you try to fix that, yes, check us out on Tales of Two Bros. We just released a video for Suicide Squad, our review and analysis of the film, and where my brother got to do some more editing. So check him out. If you have any opinions of his editing skills or our review, by all means, leave a comment below of that video so we can know what we need to do that's better or what that you liked in general. Same thing here. If you like what we do here, comment below. Let us know. It helps us improve. And if you have a suggestion of a movie or a show that we could do, let us know here too. We got some suggestions in the chat from earlier, which we're probably going to tap into. And anything I'm missing?
No, you're fine. Oh, I'm gonna be
he's gonna be playing with that forever now.
His new toy.
I know.
Yes, I say. the case unsolved. I don't know. I did it wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you totally messed
It
up.
should be like this case.
You need to
It's
practice
not, I do. I have to practice.
Yes.
I don't
Off
wear
camera.
glasses.
off
I don't wear
camera.
Okay, fine.
I mean,
Fine.
Kim has enough sunglasses that you can borrow.
Oh, I know.
Oh, he does too.
How many sunglasses you have, bro?
Yeah.
3. Okay. Whatever I have, she has triple.
That might be
She
true.
has like 4 in her car or alone.
I don't have 4. I only
I know.
have 2.
More than I have.
On that note, thank you, everybody. It's been a blast. Thank you, Will, Zoe, Sark. I know you were there.
The chicken and prick's coming out real soon.
Yeah, the chicken and the prick coming to you shortly.
They're working on that one. I'll see everybody next time. And well,
Have fun on your
Have
trip.
have a great trip,
Yes.
buddy. Have a great trip.
I
Whatever
appreciate that.
happens in Vegas, remember.
Bring it home.
stays.
Bring it home.
Don't
Don't bring it home. Don't bring it home.
No,
Keep it
thank
in Vegas. Keep it
Yeah.
in Vegas.
Listen, I'm gonna be it's gonna be very PG-13 for me. I'm working with film equipment. I don't like getting into trouble and doing stuff anyway. So for me, I am PG-13. I'm the one that's still gonna be the voice of reason while I'm there.
Live your life. It's okay to make mistakes.
No, I've made plenty. I don't need more. Thank you. So yes, I will probably look for a comic book shop while I'm there. And the funny thing is, he's laughing because he knows I would.
Yeah, because Angel would be looking for porn while he was there, or for a strip club.
Well, that last part would probably be right. Maybe
Not porn.
I said the last
I
part.
was thinking of strip club.
Strip club.
So she was trying to think.
No,
of
I
strip
want
club.
no. Just because I almost dated a showgirl there. No.
Like he'll probably look for a dance club, nightclub.
No, they're expensive. You kidding me? No way. $25 to get in? I'm okay.
Is that not different than Miami? Like Miami was like $20 to get in a nightclub too.
That's why I don't do it anymore. I don't do that either here.
This is true. He's old. It's you just gotta think about financial responsibility.
Yeah,
No.
he's got to pay the rent.
No, we get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to run anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got up at 4 o'clock this morning thinking he's going to go running.
I did. I was like, why am I up? Why am I up?
Should I go running?
But anyways, we're holding up our peoples. I'm gonna let
Yes.
everybody go. As always, as my tagline goes, continue watching anime, expand your minds, and just be excellent. Everyone, thank you very much. Be great.
Bye, there we go again.
Okay, one again?
Yeah.
Jesus. No, it didn't. Oh, you did.